Still, I've never got to the bottom of that. What really went on there? But obviously, something went on there because you know, a lot of people who had been responsible for nurturing some of the talent there had obviously either been coaxed away or obviously, you know, under investigation for certain things. So yeah, shame for Crewe because it's a local club to us really, and obviously if you're outside of your kind of your Evertons and Liverpools here, you know, your Tranmeres, your Crews, you know, Bolton Wanderers, stuff like that. Scousers always get in those teams and tend to do good things at the football club. So it'll be interesting to see them tonight. I think James Conley's there, who used to play for us at Bristol Rovers, albeit I don't know whether he's been starting much recently.
Sack the Sam
so
guy.
We'll watch it. As I say, we'll give it a fair appraisal as much as we can. Obviously, on the whole, there's a lot to talk about.
Just a bit.
Since we last convened.
Only Friday.
I know, but that's the way the world is going at this moment in time. You know, as I said, we are here to do the Lord's work. Hallelujah, praise the Lord. And lo and behold, unbeknownst to me, we've had the first in my lifetime that I can remember here terrorist attack on a synagogue by middle-aged white men.
I know, yeah. It's nuts, innit? Eating fish and chips,
See, I
attacking our synagogues.
I thought he was, it's just a strange name for a middle-aged white man to call himself Jihad al-Shami. But, you know, the word jihad has many names, and also as Kate Garraway on Good Morning Britain, you know, you don't know, we just don't know the motive or the religion of the guy. It's like, we just ran over.
We actually do.
Just ran over and stabbed a couple of Jewish people on the Yom Kippur, like one of their holiest days, outside the synagogue.
Wearing a suicide belt.
Or a fake one. And
he blew it up, didn't he?
He was. Sorry, Kate. I don't know whether you know this. He was actually on bail. All right. What was he on bail for? Not shoplifting. No, not a shoplifting.
88.
So you had a fella.
I think there's been a rape up there.
You can't say that. Get his tick with bat already.
Banned off TikTok.
TikTok for
hate speech.
Hate speech, yeah. Hate speech for telling the truth. So, yeah, it's strange old times, and I'm not really sure how Gary's going to explain this one away.
Well, you explain it for him.
Well, I'm saying, I mean, in his obviously isolated, you know, the world he lives in, he's in the kind of ivory tower position of, you know, shuttled into a Sky studio, back behind a wall in whatever, you know, sprawling estate he's got. They're saying he's worth between 50 and 70 million quid. People are telling me that Overlap earns all them 20 grand a pop. You know, they're sponsored by Arnie now, so surely Arnie's going to be delighted with Gary saying that, because I would imagine their target audience is kind of white middle-class men.
It's not fellas called Jihad anyway, is it?
Well, it's definitely not fellas called Jihad. White middle-class men called Jihad. I can't imagine there being that many of them around. But Gary's got himself, as I say, into this virtue signalling nonsense. And when I look into it, I mean, the Klaus Schwab popping himself up in the World Economic Forum, popping himself up in Davos. You remember him a while back when fucking David Beckham was getting honoured for being able to tie his shoelaces?
You can't even spell Economic Forum.
Well, you remember when Beckham done the big ass kissing to get the World Economic Forum, and we know that the Beckhams have had, you know, the state banquet with the Qataris, and you know, there's a lot of people who are saying, look, the Qataris have been responsible for causing chaos with the money and the donations that they've given to propaganda arms of certain sections of Islamic rhetoric. Now, in the UK, we've somehow got ourselves embroiled where on the streets of our country every single weekend there's a standoff between police and protesters. And I'm hearing that there's actually, you know, not only was the attack on the Jewish community heinous crime, but then people were out protesting or celebrating that night, and people were protesting the next day. You know, we had a number of arrests for people clashing with the police outside of Whitehall.
70 odd arrests.
Yeah, well, certainly a lot more than what had gone to the kind of Unite the Kingdom rally and the Unite the Kingdom march. And after that, you know, you had 25 people, I think, arrested at that march. I think 19 of them were connected with it. You had certain politicians pop up and say, you know, the far right, we have to be careful to guide against the far right and you know, the dangers of the far right. And then we have this pillock, Neville. Now, he's crossed over with me because, as I said to him in Rio last night, look, I'm more than welcome to debate both of you. Let's roll for 2 hours. discuss any topic. Gary, you've sat in a room with me when we did the Edge podcast. I'm not, don't need to be scared of me, but intellectually, I think you've got a lot to answer for here. You're a lad from Bury who has not once mentioned the Grooming scandal that's affected not only your area, but lots of those surrounding the areas. You've also been at Davos where you were asked that and you said about, no care about politics. You pretended to not know that Donald Trump had been elected as the US president, the 47th US president for the second time. So, you said you were there to talk about something, somebody's tweeted, and maybe the chat will tell us, this Costello thing, which is maybe something to do with lining your own pockets again, you fucking money-grabbing little whore. Oh, the Qataris, but you still popped up out there and took the hush money, didn't you? You got all these human rights things, and the lads on Have I Got News For You obviously tore you a new arsehole over that, because you sat and squealed and done that stupid little laugh that you do, your little fucking weasel laugh that you did to the same guy from Rebel News. I don't think it was Ezra Levant, but it was a guy from Rebel News who obviously doorstepping people at Davos. And again, Gary was hanging out the arse of Sir David when David obviously had to just do his final bit of ring kissing, final bit of fucking, by showing he could read and write in a sentence, which he very, very rarely, he actually did struggle to do that. And just to flip on to Beckham, because I seen Beckham this week was doing a video. It was a fella who I think's a bit of an uphill gardener, who's a Crystal Palace fan, HL CTO or something like that. He's here in the city or something, but I've obviously given it to him in tight in the past before, but he actually did put a bit of good content up this week. I don't follow him just because I've been giving him a bit of shit over the years, that he's obviously on the algorithm, and he put Beckham listening to his goal back against Greece on the commentary.
Okay.
Right? And it's, it's just a male commentator. You know who it is. As soon as you hear the voice, you'll know who it is. But there's no noise, no squeaking, no squawking in the background from somebody trying to justify the position. It's just a man describing what he's seeing and doing it expertly, and Beckham's obviously smiling about it and all that. So it was nice to see, but I said, that's the thing, our kids and their kids might get access to this now, because every single time we've got a big seagull who shouldn't be there going, you go, what the fuck you just said? Fuck off. Should be on the fucking ear talking fucking shit. So turn me telly on Saturday morning. I'm getting ready. The wind's blowing, storm fucking Ava or whatever it is. So loads of the footies off. I had to play, didn't I? I'm just going to say, the win by ours. There's a couple in this room here who've chickened out Saturday. Had a big derby and have bowed out for the international break.
What am I supposed to do about that?
You have to play. You have to get that game on.
You just have to phone your gaff and say, stop being a big fanny. Let's get the game on.
Leeds and Spurs played.
The ref.
All the teams in the footy league played, got on with
that was fully game.
FA VAR's got on with it.
Was it on grass?
On grass, on the Parklands pitch. Pitch was rock hard. I don't know. I don't think it was the rain, honestly. I reckon it must be in the window or something. But
so anyway, I get the bets on. I get the bets on Saturday, and as our avid followers of the channel, and I find out we've got another big celebrity follower.
Yeah.
And listen, if any of you fucking want it with him, just fucking let me know, and I'll get in touch with him. He's possibly the hardest man on the island. I'd go as far as I say he could be one of the hardest men on the planet. Hopefully John Jones.
If he wins his next fight, I'd say that.
You'll flatten Cyril Gann.
No, I mean, sorry.
Listen, Cyril Gann's Paris Saint-Germain anyway, so Paris on ten cool.
No, but if he fight, I think John Jones a bit getting on a bit now, isn't he?
But lad, John Jones is the man, and he's been the man for a long time. It would be nice to see him fight. But yeah, go on. Yeah, so Tom Aspinall, we're hearing Tom. So Tom, I know you're preparing for the fight. Big fan of the podcast, I'm hearing. Be great to have you on one day. But again, good luck against Cyril Gann.
You're not watching on the UFC?
Keep doing it, I'll be watching it, lad. I just watched the UFC from the weekend there. Proton, Alex Pereira, unbelievable against
was it 97?
He was good. And it was a great fight between Khalil Roundtree and Yari Prochazka.
Let's get Gary Neville in there in that ring with them. Let's see what happens to him.
Lad, he couldn't even hit him, but he's a twerp, isn't he? When you go through it, I remember him doing the party political broadcast with Starmer. And, he's obviously hitched himself to that wagon. Now, he's said nothing since. Let's be honest here, Starmer and his government are a laughing stock. Yeah. They go from... Go on, open them. They go from debacle to debacle, week to week, just seems to get worse and worse and worse for them. Now, they're in a horrible position because I do think we've got this rising communism, like this like faux communism, neo-communism, that like they actually don't have a clue what's going on, and they've kind of forgotten that every single time communism and Marxism has been used, lots of people have died. Like, it just doesn't work to give the state that much control. Like,
okay, yeah.
You know, digital ID. So this WEF. These are these people that talk about this. Klaus Schwab, who talks about you'll own nothing and be happy.
Yeah.
Okay. So the pillars of their obviously takeover are, you know, technology merging with digital, merging with the biology, so to get us all to have these digital IDs. And every time you dig into it, somebody somewhere in there is making a few shilling. Now, I don't think Gary Neville has thought about who are his audience. Because I'm looking at it going, you've just said people who like the Union Jack, people who are patriotic to show their country's flag, in this instance, the country he's from and has represented 85 times at international...
People with a certain skin colour.
International level. So just factor in it, if he'd said, you know, somebody with brown skin or somebody with black skin or somebody... Like, there'd be an absolute outrage about it, especially when the actual person that he's talking about committing the attack was brown, and it was called a certain name and had a nationality that is not of this country.
What about you? When I had to go to school, anyone called jihad.
Well, not only that,
jihad's in hiding.
You know, he knows Jamie Carragher, so he'd be fully aware of what happened in Southport with Axel Rabdukana, whatever his name is, and his, you know, religious beliefs.
Yeah.
Also, he knows what's happened in the Manchester Arena at Ariana Grande concert.
On his doorstep again.
Again, was that middle-aged white males? Because I looked, and I think it was like since 2000 or something. I'll dig the tweet out.
Yeah,
since 2000, there's been far-right extremists across the globe have committed 475 acts or incidents, where religious extremism from Islam has committed 470,000 incidents in the same time frame. So it's completely disproportionate. And every single time something like this happens, they go, yeah, but that's not all Muslims. Yeah, it's not all Muslims. And have we seen large Muslim celebrities or people with big followings come out and condemn this? Have we seen it? Like, they say, oh yeah, sorry to hear about that. And you're seeing Shabana Mahmood, the Home Secretary, who has been at multiple events that show not to be fit for the job because of a natural bias she would have to have had to have supported what she supported in the past. I'm not saying she's a bad person, but I'm saying you can't have it. It's almost like having a Liverpool supporter referee in a Liverpool game. You go... Well,
of course, that happens every week.
Yeah, but actually this blatant. You're going, oh yeah, she's definitely from a part of the world that is going to support a certain part of that argument. So I don't think it's the best person if they're not, you know,
well, it's happened
bipartisan. If you're not country first, if you're not for Britain first, then I don't think you should sit at this crucial junction in our society where we've got, you know, the Jewish community fearful for their lives because on every fucking street corner there seems to be lots of pro-Palestinian, which by slight default, whether you like it or not, is seen from the Jewish community as pro-Hamas.
Yeah, it does, yeah. So we know it's not, but I mean, it is. It's not all, but you can understand the Jewish community's angle on it. You know, it's once bitten, twice shy. They're not going to just go and try and play chicken with these.
Hillbilly John's just put on there, I'm just reading the chat here because obviously the lads are getting me on that now. Hillbilly John just put on, Neville would have been a prefect at school.
Joe was a hall monitor.
Come on. Been watching too much Saved by the Bell. Didn't have a hall monitor. Joe was in detention 25% of my existence. I got to learn to get better at it, but in our school, any shit, you got 5 detentions. So that you're on detention for a week. And obviously you're playing footy there.
Got squares at Mr. Ibison, remember that?
Yeah, it's one of those things where I think Gary Neville was a prefect, but also he's one of them where you would have to flush his head down the bog, like you would have to severely bully. I would have to bully him. I would have to bully him for the greater good. Because if he'd got bullied properly at school, right, I got a good proper bullying, he'd be sound now, and he wouldn't be saying stupid shit like he's just said this weekend, where he's driving around. He's got a 170-gram motor that he's on the phone 4 times this week. Allegedly, that's what I'm told by the papers I read. All right? He's hitched his wagon to the worst Prime Minister in history. All right? And he's gone missing since he told everybody who respected his opinion to vote for him. He's not said anything about the fact that this fella's absolutely tucked him up. Winter fuel, all that. He doesn't care about Man United, really. Because he's got a Salford thing. Salford is shit. They're emptying loads of money into League 2 and can't get promoted out of it. Peter Lim's fucked off with his money now. I'm hearing that somebody in that fucking class of nonsense is goosing somebody else's fucking camel in the class of nonsense. And they're all, it's like it's fucking, they're pickled. So this fella sits in his big massive house behind the security of Sky and in Isleworth or in the stadiums, getting in the game early and in the gantries, completely and utterly ivory towered up, not having a Scooby-Doo what's going on with the working man, what concerns the working man's got. And 2 years ago, in this fucking very fucking city that we live in, well, just on the outskirts in Knowsley Sweets 2.5 years ago, we had an issue where young girls were accosted on the way to school, and angry parents went round to confront the people who were accosting them, who were illegally here and were being housed in the Sweets Hotel in Knowsley at the taxpayer's expense without anybody fucking really being aware of it. Now, what we've subsequently found out since then is that's been rolled out right across the country.
Yeah.
And they're getting certain treatments that people who've paid into the system for a long period, working people and elderly people and pensioners have paid in, and they're not getting some of the treatments that are necessary because they're pushed down a waiting list for people who should not be here.
Ex-veterans as well.
Okay? People who've legally entered this country.
Yeah.
They've illegally come. They haven't gone down the asylum route. They've illegally barged their way into the queue into this country. And they label those people far right when they clash with police, and they label those people bad apples. Okay?
Yeah, they do, yeah.
So if they'd have listened there, we wouldn't still be having what we're having here today. We wouldn't be having this, but at no junction as successive governments of Tory and Labour listen to this. And I don't think for one fucking second that Reform and Nigel Farage are going to listen either. It's why at the last election I said, look, I'm just going to spoil my ballot. I'm out. Because I genuinely do not believe in any of these people anymore. We've had the Tories who've robbed the fucking government with PPE contracts, with fast lanes for the mates, with jobs for the boys, with contracts on security, with hotels getting all the payments.
Loopholes for the mates, tax loopholes, everything.
Labour have come in, and all I see is the same with them, but they're now doing it in another space of net zero madness.
Yeah.
And, you know, they've continued this. You know, he's come out this weekend, Keir Starmer, he's kind of celebrating that no one's crossed the channel this weekend. And everyone's like, yeah, that's because it's been Storm Ava. It's been like 70-mile-an-hour winds. That's nothing to do with you fucking toolmaker. Oh, fucking idiot. Honest to God, they absolutely... I'm looking at them going, how have we got to this? Do you know what I seen the other day? I'll have to get to this. And I look back to the banquet that Trump got put on, you know, the state banquet. Yeah. Charlie had to get all the fucking silver out, didn't he, for fucking show Trump who's the daddy, right? The week before, they had the big flyover where they're showing all the military and all that stuff. The Chinese and the Russians had done it, the North Koreans a few weeks before. Oh, who's got getting the lipstick out going, look at the fucking Mickey on me, the size of me Mickey, right? So fucking Charlie Sausage, fucking fingers has given it the beans, and he got Trump over, and obviously had all them in and doing the banquet. And then I looked at it and they done a pose afterwards, so it's Trump and Melania. I'm not saying he's thrown a mix in because he's still got Melania on the wing there, and obviously there's Charlie with Queen Camilla. Yeah. So obviously Charlie's a lot younger than Trump, isn't he?
Oh, is he? I don't think he's that much younger.
Just Google that for us, lads. Is Charlie younger than Trump? I'm sure
I think it's close.
Trump's 78.
Close. Yeah, Trump's...
And Charlie must only be 69.
Charlie's older than 69.
He is
72.
I reckon the same.
76.
Yeah, and how old's Trump? 78.
94.
Trump's 79.
So
it's not too much. Yeah, not too much.
All right, by the way, get on the picture. It's on my phone. I did send it to you when I said I'd be talking about it now, but I'll get it clipped up to this. get on Charlie's camel. So he's the King of England. You go, oh, is he right, mate? Fucking boss, King of England, aren't you? Oh, yeah, King of England. Yeah, well done. Yeah. So Trump's President of America, but Trump just goes, lad, get on your camel to mine. Just have a look at your camel to mine, because Trump's got Melania, who, let's be honest, for a 78-year-old fella, whether he's on the little blue fucking diamonds or whatever he's doing, even if he can just get half a bar on once a month, that's not a bad knock for a 70-odd-year-old fella, because she's a fucking stunning looking woman, isn't she? Let's be honest.
Yeah, she is. But I mean, now, Charlie will be going to Trump, listen, keep your mouth shut, because my sausage fingers will rob your bird off you in 2 minutes if you carry on. If Melania will look at his fingers going, I wouldn't mind a bowl of them. I'm telling
you now, if I'm the King of England there, I go, I'm the fucking King of England, I look across, I go,
I'll be like that. My fingers.
I can't be, I'm not even...
How are we?
Surely if you're the King of England though, lad, you're getting a better fucking Judy than that. Let's be honest here. I know we had Di. You used to say Di wouldn't look stunning now.
Oh, she would.
Like.
She would.
Wow. Yeah, but she'd have soured because Charlie weren't giving her the old fucking...
sausage fingers? No, he didn't have them back then, did he?
Old, you know...
the royal sword.
You've got to keep them in shape, you know what I mean? There's no way Charlie was throwing a mix in there, because obviously there's rumours about Harry being the butlers and all fucking old people around in there. Do you know what I mean? There's loads of rumours around that royal stuff. Obviously there was the Will Carlin stuff.
Yeah.
Clearly there's been a few. I mean, Dodi Al-Fayed allegedly had the pregnancy. That was the rumour, wasn't it? Mohammed Al-Fayed's daughter.
Was that the rumour, was it?
That was the rumour, yeah. Well, she was going out with Dodi Al-Fayed.
I know she was, yeah.
So obviously...
2001 was that? What a long time ago that, wasn't it?
Yeah, but he was mates with Michael Jackson, so there's... we don't even know what's happened there.
Shamo!
Yeah, we don't even know what's happened there. But what we did see was Meghan Markle resurgence at Paris Fashion Week.
Did you see her walking out? Did you see her? I felt like throwing my phone at the telly.
She's a lovely looking woman though, isn't she? You can't say she's not a lovely looking woman.
She is. Listen, I used to watch the Suits all the time. She was great, and then she just went right off. It just seemed to be have herself times 10, then, didn't she? I just thinking...
But she is a duchess, isn't she?
Why your neck in a little bit?
I haven't seen the programme, but occasionally on the TikTok I see people downloading it, basically, just like she's got like literally nothing about her. She's like the most boring fucking programme on earth. She
definitely won't go to Glasgow.
She must be a little bit fucking batshit crazy, to be fair to her. Like, she must be, based on like some of the stunts she's tried to pull, where she's tried to take the royal family on head on. Like, she doesn't speak to her own parents and all that, so she's clearly a bit of a loose cannon, isn't she? She's not like...
Because I can imagine Harry to be one, like, when he was a kid, he was like sound. He wanted to get on the mushrooms and all that, didn't he? And just go to Glastonbury and get around fucking round the bend and that, and all of a sudden he's got this stuck-up Canadian bitch who's like kind of reined them in and turned them all green.
Well, I think any woman who gets between you and your family is not good.
As the Beckhams have found out.
Well, I mean, they've sold the soul ages ago, though. When he takes that second name, Peltz, he's just fucking mad. And he's, you know what I mean? I feel sorry for the kid, but like, you can't get bullied into that.
No.
Like, they basically just hold them out, haven't they?
Yeah.
For the dough. I think they're like, he cultivates it really, really well, Beckham, but then you've just seen his true colours, because this the best thing about this. Have you seen this tit fucking best man speech at Beckham's wedding? Because I know we all think he's dead cool and all that, Beckham, but also you've got to get on some of the stuff they've got up to over the years, them fucking plonkers. Like the purple suit at the wedding and the fucking sarong and all that. And listen, Beckham's banging with the Qataris, isn't he? Do you know what I mean? Sir David, he's been kissing ass for that night. So you remember the email chain where he was slagging everyone off because he wasn't getting a night?
Yeah. So
like obviously that cloak, the fucking of nicest. Obviously Elton John's his best mate. So who knows what's going on there? But I wouldn't be surprised if there was fucking all kinds of shenanigans there.
Yeah, I know what you mean. But I mean, I don't think...
Who hangs around with a load of fucking shirt lifters, lad? Come on, be honest, if you fucking... You know what I mean? Who hangs around with, do you know what I mean? Who hangs around with all that? Elton John and all that, what they were known for back in the day.
That's what the thing is.
Bumming each other's head in off the bonnets.
Yeah, that's what they were known for, wasn't it? And I don't know, I think you get out of it with old age, Elton John, but still, I wouldn't...
Lad, if you're a deviant, like in my book.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Do you know what I mean?
Well, fucking hell. Anyway, back to Neville.
Yeah, Neville. Yeah, he's as I say, for me, I think everyone's seen it. The worst thing, as I say, about it was Rio backing him up, and I'm going, Rio's just moved to Dubai. Like, how are you saying, oh yeah, you're right there? I'm going, like, you've had nothing but incredible opportunity in this country. Yeah, look, every now and again, someone might have shouted something mad to you, because everyone gets that. Like, I had it the other day, I'm at the Everton game, you'd have 99, 100 good interactions, and someone will go, no bad, Do you know what I mean?
I get that myself.
So,
I'm not even...
like you've just got to get your head around. If you're a public-facing person and you've got a big opinion and a big platform, people are going to say some nasty things to you. You know, hopefully not as much as they do online, because it's a bit more of a free shot at, you know, famous people, infamous people, whatever you want to call it. But obviously you're going to get that occasionally when you're out and about. Now, the key for that is, if you don't like that, then don't be a public person.
Don't put your head over the parapet then, don't.
So when you're having all these political opinions, when it suits you, when you're doing political broadcast, Gary, with fucking Keir Starmer, and you're giving it the absolute Barry McGuigan, doing Dragon's Den, telling everybody under the sun how fucking to run their lives, and then you come out with a ridiculous, it's on LinkedIn, which shows how much of a tit he is. Who has fucking LinkedIn? Like, unless you're a busy, like, just a busy. Should have got his head flushed down the bog at school, should have got a couple of dead legs and a couple of nuggies, and maybe even an eyebrow shaved off if he fell asleep having a can of lager, and he'd have been alright. This is what happens if people don't get bullied correctly at the right period in their life, because they get out of kilter and they turn into these little fucking weird James Bond villains. I bet you he's a little cunt and a little tyrant around them hotels.
He'd have got thrown in, knife fishing him, definitely.
Oh lad, he's a fucking pleb, isn't he? Honest to God, he must have got away with murder in that dressing room. He's the only fullback who was world class, and he's that much of a tit. He negotiated his own contracts and was getting himself severely underpaid. I think he's on like 40 grand a week at Man U. Like, he should have been on like 120. He was like buzzing, like then getting Danny Simpson and all the other lads. I'll negotiate your deal. It's like, fuck off, we get paid. Get paid in fucking food rations if you do it. You fucking gimp. Fergie must have been sitting there laughing his fucking cock off, big whiskey nose, going, get on this, really cunt. Fucking Cafu's on 120 a week. Money giving him £25 a week, 25 shekels, and he's fucking delighted.
You know how much
skimming out of it in his Deodora sloggies.
You know how much of a tit he is with that the video with the kids who end up getting hold of his number. Have you seen that?
Oh my God, lad.
Brilliant.
Tony Adams is son, give me the number.
What, you fucking dick?
Lad, but he's acting dead hard.
Yeah.
Or I'll phone the police on you, he says. Lad, honestly, Gary, I swear to you, lad, get your fucking head together.
A couple of the lads who've been around Salford, when I've heard, like, when their agents have called up to try and like broker the deal and all that, he gets right on the phone and says, "Listen, you're talking to Gary Neville. You're not coming here to get money." Like, he takes all. He
like mentions himself as a third person in conversations.
And then ends up paying more than the market rate.
Then I'll give you 70 grand a week. That's what, you know.
Yeah.
Don't try and have your pants down.
But again, look, I mean, the thing is, for me, I'm disappointed in Rio. But I said to them both yesterday, they had 24 hours. I give them 24 hours before we come online. I fucking told you, Scooby, you've gone off to Dubai now and you're giving it the beans. I know you're walking around in fucking Last Samurai bottoms, big fucking bell bottoms in the Atlantis palm, because it came up on the fucking algorithm on the TikTok today. So why are you saying what you're saying about people in this country, working people who don't feel like they're being listened to, who've decided to put some flags up of St. George, which is our national flag of England, and the Union Jack Union Jack for Great Britain? Why are those people, after the synagogue's been attacked, the problem?
Getting blamed. But the thing is, what's the
Keir Starmer has never said what the problem is. You've never had the balls to say what the problem is. Every single person knows the problem. And if you read Alexander Solzhenitsyn, or you even want to go and read Jordan Peterson's version of that, the Soviet Union, the society, this utopia that you're dreaming of, falls apart when people cannot tell the truth. When people cannot tell basic truths, then that's when the society starts to fall apart. This one's long gone. With your COVID lies, with your grooming gang lies, and with now your middle-aged white people are the problem who like their country's flag. Fucking drop me out, you stupid bastards.
But he's mentioned the flags as if like this Islamic terrorist attack is something brand new. We've never seen it before. It's only happened because of the flags. It's like the flag's the problem. The white middle-aged men waving flags. That's the problem. That's why this has happened. No, it's happened for years and years and years. And the reason that happened is why people are trying to be patriotic more and say, no, this is our country. You're not coming here doing X, Y, and Z over here and getting away with it because it's our fucking country. Like this is not a mad stat because you could expect it. There's been 13 major terror attacks since 2000 in this country. 94 people have died. Okay, over 1,800 injuries. Okay, of that share of the fatalities, Islamic extremists caused 92 of them deaths. 95+% of the fatalities. Of the injuries was 1,860. Far right was 2 of the 13 attacks. There was 2 deaths, 11 injuries, and the other one with an IRA attack, which was 0. And in terms of a Muslim community, as a percentage of the country, it's like 6%. It's about 6%. So as a ratio, that's like an astronomical figure. In terms of you're causing 95% of the fatalities since 2000 is one group of people, and as a ratio of the country, only 6%. That's the problem. That is the problem in a nutshell. It's there, and he's trying to spin it onto, no, it's the far right. It's not the fucking far right. The numbers tell you it's not the far right, the issue. It's not the white middle class Catholic man.
What is it with these people who are ashamed to be English or British and ashamed of being white? Like, if you listen to Rafi Mayna, who's been on the podcast, like, the British were the people who abolished slavery. Went out of the way. We were the first nation across the Commonwealth to abolish slavery. Like, what have we... Like, Lenny Henry this week. One cheeky get, right? Not only do you have to question him, because when you see that fucking big bush pig he was with, you go, how have you been flattening here? No wonder you've got this observation that for some reason there needs to be 19 trillion worth of repatriations towards the people, black people or whatever. Sir Lenny Henry, clearly the bush pig sitting on your face has cut off the oxygen at some point and give you some form of fucking mental cognitive loss to your brain. Because I don't know how you can come here, be on comic relief, basically play every stereotypical black fella to start your career on the TV when obviously it was a slightly different world. Then you've got pivoted into the comic relief thing, popping yourself out where, there's a bit of a problem in Africa and obviously pulling on the heartstrings to make people donate. Then we find out that 400,000 of that last pot has gone to fighting illegal immigrants. Deportation orders, which is absolutely fucking nuts. But anyway, you've got a knighthood, you've gamed the absolute system, and then just on the thing as you're about to fucking get yourself phased out and fucked off. Comic relief last year or the year before was his last year. All of a sudden, for slavery, which obviously Lenny knows absolutely fucking nobody who's been a slave or owned a cotton plantation in this country. Yet we need 19 trillion on the way out, and you're just like, what, you fucking cheeky git.
The GDP is about, 3.7 trillion?
But it makes no sense. It's just like, why say it?
Because cunts say cunty things, that's why.
But it's not like anybody's going to give it to you, unless he's gone, you know what, these are actually this stupid. We might get this. Now,
As you looked at Keir Starmer and thought, hang on a minute.
It's a completely different conversation because of obviously what went on in America. But what the fuck it's got to do with us when the country's almost bankrupt anyway? So I don't think we've got 19 trillion to spare on anything.
You've not got
So Lenny, fair enough, you said, you know what, lad, you owe me 190 grand. You go, you know what, Lenny, let's have a fucking rummage. You might be able to get that for you. 19 trillion, you're going, dude, no one's got that, you stupid cunt. Fuck off. So he instantly should be lashed out him.
Yeah, well,
instantly now. I just think any bollocks from you just got to get launched. So anyone coming here and saying they're doing anything other than supporting the country,
yeah, they are at the balls.
Like anybody here who's seen setting fire to a flag of our countries, even if you're a fucking British person and you're setting fire to the Saltire or something like that, none of that bollocks. Respect each culture, respect each country, but you've got to fucking buy into what we're about. What you can't be doing is, consistently, we've said this since 2001, 44,000 terrorist attacks have been committed by one religion. Now, and I actually don't think it's a religion. I actually think it's an ideology. I think it's a political ideology mixed in with the religion, which makes it very, very difficult to assimilate, because their religion says we are the only way. This is the last and final message. This is the final prophet. But also, look, anyone who claims anything about man in the sky, I'm going, okay, let's see what you've got. So if you listen to this is actually based in fact, in data. Do your research. The other stuff isn't. There's no fucking actual archaeological evidence for it. It doesn't exist.
Well, I had a little rabbit hole gander at the weekend as well. And speaking of religion, the 4 horses of the apocalypse, the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, yeah? What colours were they?
Don't know.
Okay.
Don't know.
Red,
yeah.
Black, green, white. Colours the Palestinian flag. And they were named...
Liverpool's footy kits are the same colour.
They were named, and I forgot what they were called, but one was called like death to something, and the other called... So, and these flags are the colours of like a lot of the Middle Eastern flags, and that doesn't look like a coincidence to me.
Yeah, there's just strange things going on.
The strange links happen in terms of what's very bad religion, sort of very bad aspects of certain religions, and what's going on. It just some things just pinging in your head, and you're thinking that can't be a coincidence.
I'll have to give a shout out here to Shay Ragnarsson. Joey, you were miscast by MSM. Now I know you were always genuinely one of us. God bless you, brother. Shay, cheers, mate. I appreciate that. Look, I just think we've got to call out what we see, haven't we? We've got to call out. I think we've been on a journey as a group, building this podcast, building this community, to try to shine a light on some of the stuff that crosses your path. Week by week, it's got ratcheted up and become... my God, that moves quicker than I thought there. Week by week, it get ratcheted up, and obviously we're seeing with the introduction of digital ID, or the trying to introduce that, I think a lot of people have finally gone, do you know what? Like, it takes away the cash in hand, the little foreigner, you know what I mean? Like, takes away that little bit of, not paying the tax. And I don't know whether you've seen this. The guy who I think we're going to try and get on and see, Rob Moore, put a video up about how much you actually get taxed on your money. Like, there's just fucking no end to it. Like, that's all they do. VAT on everything you buy, obviously. Then
tax on tax.
It's just a constant... And you used to laugh, didn't you, when you watch, like, the older movies and you see the sheriff of Nottingham and he's taxing the people. You go, fucking silly cunts paying that. We get sacked more than anybody. And what does it go on? Did you see some of the things it's got getting spent on? We had a government.org website that they spent 532 grand, and all they've done is change the font on the background and move the dot up. And they spent 532k on it.
Jobs for the boys.
And change it from a black background to a light blue one.
Jobs for the boys.
It literally would have took you 4 seconds.
And got charged.
You
say government, we've been charged.
So I'm going, who signed that off? Because if you're running a business, who's signing that off? Who's going, do you know what? Yeah, that's fucking 532 grand for that, which you could have done with 4 seconds on ChatGPT or Grok or something, some AI image thing, and just say, revamp that for us with a bit of blue on the background. There we go. What does ChatGPT cost you? $4.99 a month or something?
Something like that, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And they've spent £532,000.
Yeah, someone just put in the chat here what the 4 horses of the apocalypse were called. So if you want to ask us
any questions, you can become a member of our YouTube. To do that, I think you have to pay $4.99. Noah's saying, and we'll give you the shout out. Why have you read Telegram?
Because that they get to join in the Telegram group chat.
Oh, they're in the Telegram
and the Telegram group chat bets are on fire, by the way.
Well, didn't do so well at the weekend, did he? Because he had Liverpool.
Did he have Liverpool the weekend?
No,
he had Liverpool on the Sunday.
Serious double, didn't he?
He had the serious goal on Liverpool.
Oh, he didn't do Liverpool the weekend.
By the way, I can see why when I seen Liverpool's team, it was a strong side.
And Chelsea's have literally been capitulated.
Chelsea had no centre-halves.
And they had no centre-halves, yeah.
They finished the game with no centre-halves.
What a game now.
It was for a neutral. It was a great game for a Liverpool fan. You're pulling your pubes out watching it.
So I'm going early on this. I think Man City are champions elect.
Who did I say start the season? I'm sure it's Man City.
I think Liverpool are just going to have a problem bedding this team in. I know Verts looked a little bit better when he came on, but I think Mo Salah. I wish I could say what I really want to say about Mo Salah. I really wish I could, but these have told me that I can't.
Yeah, because
when you sign a big contract like that and that belly gets full, it's fucking hard to keep them standards as high as they were before. Because you're grafting to show I'm the fucking kiddie, I deserve this deal. And then you get that big lump, that big guarantee, and all of a sudden, it won't be Mo doing this, But all of a sudden, you just go, I'm safe, it's done. The money's in the bank, kind of. And you just take a breath. And as you take a breath, the rest of the being 35 catches up with you.
Yeah, I know, but the thing is, the signs were there. I know it'll back me up. The signs were there last season with Mo.
Yeah.
He had a lot of games where he was absolutely stunk the gaff out, and then he'll get an assist or a goal at the end and went and would change the game for us. And that sort of muddies the waters over his stats, because even Lewis gave me, he hates Salah. He thinks he's fucking crap. He's not crap, but I mean, he says he hates him. So this was last season, not this season as well.
Someone just said, actually a funny shout out, someone said, Joey's on the golf juice here. I just got that before, because I've drank a Red Bull earlier on today, and I thought, I can't drink another Red Bull.
That's worse than Red Bull.
It's just to give me a bit of I've done a 13.5k today, mate. It's a bit of a shout out here for, it's Ricky Hatton's birthday today. So I'd obviously seen it doing the rounds.
Yeah,
and,
seen that, yeah.
I was out running today, because of that. Lads, I'm going to have to let you into a secret. Sober October is fucking been Red October on Saturday. Good up Saturday.
Yeah, Noah's got 100 quid. There we go. That bet from last week.
Lasted
I won half of that. No, that was my bet.
4 days. I was cruising as well. And then
Are you blaming Storm Amy, whatever it was?
All the games were off, and I've gone up for the game of snooker. And I just seen the Guinness, and I thought, I was going to have a couple of them. That led, as I've ordered one of my mates walked in, so I've got him a pint. As we're halfway through, someone else walks in, so another couple of pints. Next minute, they're getting you one back. I've ended up having to tap out after 4. But I had I was over the 1.5 goals, and I had the coupon. Like, I had a nice coupon in from Saturday. ChatGPT and me worked wonders together. Managed to get a solid bet in the Warren Buffett kind of Charlie Munger style, which was the treble. Real Madrid came through on that. I seen Barcelona got pumped by Sevilla as well.
I know, they were my
and then we got the 5-timer in at the end, though, didn't we? Including Newcastle on the Sunday,
Newcastle
which
won on the
Sunday.
7-1. Yeah.
So we're back moving. If we think we found, I think I found a bit of a formula.
Yeah.
So then I've obviously this better do is over 1.5 goals between 12 and 14 teams every Saturday. Just because you're always
just
riding
knock it down to 10 teams then.
No, I'm just a greedy bastard, lad. So, and it's better. I had 12 in the other day. And obviously one of them was 0-0, so like you're miles out. But because it's over 1.5 goals, all the way in, you get a great ride.
You're in a bet for longer.
Lower league.
Yeah.
And I had the same going. Sunday. I had like an 8-teamer, so it's a good little bet. But anyway, we've managed to pick up some dough over the weekend. Yeah, so I think I found the formula. So all you fans of the full English, we'll be back next week.
Speaking about the bets.
We've got a bit of a formula here to get after the football pyramid.
Do we have a fancy football winner as well for the month?
Oh yeah, who won the fantasy?
We announced that.
You announced it.
I've told them to get in contact with us on Twitter because they still haven't sent.
Alright, so we've had a super question here. DM Arsenal Archives. Game going home and away. Arsenal fan here. Rose and spats breaking out at the game between New Era lefty pro-Palestine fans and the old school ski traditional lot who were at the march. Is this happening up north?
No, I haven't seen much of it. No, to be honest, have you?
We've seen a bit at the Everton game, haven't we? Experienced a bit.
But that's not really. That's more anti-Joe, wasn't it?
No, I was at the Everton game Sunday. And at half time, Everton were abject first half. I mean, we're very, very fortunate. You take any win. But we're fortunate to win that. I mean, Palace played European footy during the week and they definitely last 15 minutes fell off a cliff face. But they should have been home and hosed by then. They should have been, 2-3 up. Everton rode the luck.
Did, yeah.
Some good defending and obviously good goalkeeping. But then, it was a hopeful looking ball that Lacroix just lost his head for a second, got wrong side. It did look a penalty in real time, and I haven't seen the replay. I thought it was as well. And what you've got then is Everton scoring a goal as Palace are tired and momentum. And to be fair to Everton, they pushed on and a little bit fortunate, but Munoz, the Palace right wing back, whatever you want to call him, had lost his head with Grealish for about 5 or 10 minutes before. They were barging into each other, bumping. Grealish had really riled them up, but because he was on, I think they were both on yellow cards, so they could only take it so far. But Harrigan have scored there against Crewe 4 minutes in.
Jack Muldoon.
It's gone off, just trying to get that.
But because you had the bit of beef, Munoz wasn't thinking clearly because he wanted to kill Grealish. He was obviously after lifting him but couldn't. So when it drops around in the box, it's a great bit of play from in the ice, stands it up. Good header from Beto. Everyone's saying he should score it, but to be fair to him and Charlie Alcaraz, when he came on for Everton, he changed the game. I wasn't impressed with Dibbling, and I'd like to see a lot more from him. And obviously the same could be said for Barry, the big striker. If I had to fucking, as the guess of the pair of them, I think they'll be flops rather than make it, both of them. I don't think that Dibbling moves his feet well enough. I don't think he's quick enough. I don't think he sees a pass. And I think it's an awful lot of money for somebody who, he may well develop, but there was a couple of passes he should have played. There was one where he should have switched play to Grealish yesterday. I don't even think he saw it. So I always worry.
Remember when Letitia come up though, we said he's going to be like world class Dublin.
Yeah. Look, we'll have to watch his space. I mean, he's only a young boy, and I don't want to write him off after one game. But I've seen a few things yesterday that would severely concern me about him. I just don't think he sees and moves stuff at the level that he should. But he is only a young boy.
So going back to the question, what did you see at the match?
So I'm not seeing any split or anything like that at all. I'm not seeing anybody, certainly in the north of England, nobody's really talking about politics at the footy.
I think I agree with that.
There's nobody, there's nobody on the Everton side that I've seen. I haven't been going the away games, obviously I only go the odd home game. I'm not seeing anybody with pro or anti one way or the other. It tends to be solely football focused, and I mean, there's obviously people who've got a certain political persuasion. Liverpool being a kind of left-leaning city, even I think Everton's a little bit more kind of centre-right than Liverpool. Liverpool as a club, I think, are left-leaning. Everton would be seen as centre-right to me. I mean, Peter Eden had a argue that because they're all lefties, do you know what I mean? Derek Hatton and all that, all left-leaning, but I think the majority of Everton's fan base, from what that's just my observation, I may well be wrong, but I think we're slightly right of centre.
Probably, I wouldn't disagree with it, but I wouldn't fully agree with it.
Wasn't that what
Everton
Everton was set up? Glasgow Rangers and all that.
Yeah,
that was Everton.
Yeah. You're right. We were more set up with the. Oh no, Liverpool was.
Everton's the Protestant club.
Yeah, but you were more set up with Celtic. You'd be the left.
No, other way around. Everton was the Catholic club, Liverpool Protestant club.
But Everton are more affiliated with Rangers. Liverpool more affiliated with Celtic.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. So Everton was the Protestant club.
Well, Everton's St Domingo, isn't it? So that obviously sounds like a Catholic kind of name.
Well,
wasn't it set up by like Proddies or Freemasons or something?
Freemasons.
Something on the end of that street where
I
it was
was always
set up.
told that the Protestants who moved up to Everton Hill and all the Catholics stayed in the tenements down by the docks. So
anyway, just to get back to it, in North London, it must be strange because you got that Camden, Arsenal, obviously. Wokarati, the Arsenal women's team have got the Wokarati behind them, and then you must have the proper Arsenal fans who are just like, fucking hell. So that's what it seems to be pointing at there. We're not, like, you might tell me otherwise, I'm not seeing that at any Everton games I'm going to, home games.
I'm not seeing that at any Liverpool games either, to be honest. So, it's if it does creep up, I'm sure it'll get shut down pretty quick up here in the north if it keeps up from London. But I can see it creeping up, to be honest. It's getting that way. It's usually things like this start down in the south, especially in football and sport, and then end up.
St Luke's Church, Everton must have been connected to someone saying here in the church.
Yeah, that's Catholic then.
Goodison,
that's Catholic.
Goodison, yeah, but
so that's where Everton was formed, in St Luke's Church, wasn't it? Oh no, wasn't it? It was on
St Domingos.
St Domingos, yeah. Sorry.
Just reading the chat here, somebody's saying about Walter Marday's penalty for Newcastle at the weekend.
Good pen.
Really good pen. Obviously, off the back of, I thought it was a strange comment from Karl-Heinz Rummenigge, was it, who spoke about Walter Marday and Vert saying ridiculously overpriced.
I think he just spattered them out, but hasn't he? Because he didn't get his way. I think he really wanted both of them, to be fair.
Yeah, but obviously he has a point here. Like, that's a lot of money for two players there. Like, it's only 200 million for the two of them.
I know, yeah, but still, it's not. It's in terms of what you get for your money. I mean, how much was Walter Marday? 65 million quid?
It's still 200 million pound, lad.
Nearly, wasn't that?
Well, just like, all right, nearly, but still, let's say 190 million quid. Still, that's a lot of money, that, for them two players.
160.
It's a lot of money, that.
Yeah, I know. But don't forget, Wirtz has been twice Bundesliga Player of the Year, and he's only, 22, 23? So.
Yeah, fucking hell. There's lots of players go out and fucking do well. I don't know.
No, but I'm saying that's why. he's priced at what he was.
Playing for doing all right in the Bundesliga,
like the
Bundesliga and the Premier League are two totally different fucking things.
Yeah, I know.
It's a lot of money, is what I'm saying, for two lads who, let's be honest, Walter Maida, only outside the hipster footballer would have known him. And
I've seen him play against England.
A lot of us knew Vert because of Alonso and the European final that they got to, but also he's been severely underwhelming. He was rubbed up for Liverpool on Saturday.
Well, that's what we said. We did say on Friday. I'd said I wouldn't be shocked to be sub on Vert. I did say that.
Yeah, but
I think we go back to 3 in the middle.
Was Jesus Christ reincarnated. Jesus
Who's that, Joe? Who's Artel's number 2?
Artel's not a crew lad. Artel's at Grimsby. Dave Artel. That's Lee Bell is the crew manager, I think his name is. So you've got Simon Weaver, I think, Harrogate manager, and Lee Bell, the crew manager. It was a strange performance. I felt from Liverpool. I thought when I seen the team get picked, I thought, fucking hell, actually, they've actually got a better starting leveling here. Chelsea's 2 centre-halves, Badashili, and obviously the young kid, the other side of him, I thought could be Gora. But then, he's like shit, wasn't he?
Because what was shit was the build-up. We couldn't get the ball out. I mean, it's hard to get the ball out when you got Kanate and Bradley. They can't. The build-up play shit. But on the right side, our build-up play is shit. On our right side, our build-up play was shit. There's no two ways about it. And then getting the midfield, sloppy passes from all the midfielders. Again, not getting out. Too slow build-up. Not getting quick enough. I think if we get the ball to Isaac, I thought his touch was great for the goal. I thought if we start playing in that final third, instead of our own third, we'll see.
Stop getting angry and banging the table. He's
talking about Liverpool. That's why I get angry. I think we'll start seeing the best of Isaac. He's still not fit, obviously, but I think we'll start seeing the best of him.
Do you know what I'm thinking's happened here?
Go on.
You've done what you should never do.
Go on.
Upset the gods. It's upset the footballing gods.
Why?
You can't upset the gods. You can't do what you've got. You've messed with the crystal skulls.
We haven't got no crystal skulls.
I'm telling you, lad. I remember doing it with my golf handicap. I thought, you know what, I'll have a little bad round here and go up and get 0.1 back and I'll get an extra shot. And then next minute, lad, everything falls apart in your game. He's acted the GOAT. He's messed with the footballing gods to get his way out of Newcastle. And they've just gone, cough for that. And it mightn't even be him. There's just mad stuff going on. You know, Alisson's blew up the other day.
Yeah, he always
I'm
does.
looking at you going, I thought spending the money, you're going to build the boss team, but the money's, you've polluted the well. It's polluted.
But we did sit here on deadline day, and I did say to you,
polluted.
Missing out on Gay was arguably a bigger moment this summer for Liverpool than signing Vert.
He was good Sunday. They were a good side. They'll be absolutely livid, Glasner, with not getting out of there with at least a point, if not 3. You'd be fuming if you drew that game. Never mind, lost it. They were well coached, well organised. By the way, very basic, deep. Don't really give up a lot of space, but you know it was a very, very simple thing. But I think he's got some really good players. I think both fullbacks, Tariq Mitchell and Sebastian Munoz, are fucking quality.
Yeah,
they've got a really good with Richards and Gay on the outside. Yeah. Lacroix, I know he fucked up. Henderson's a solid goalie. I thought Wharton was magnificent, really good footballer. I can't believe he got booked for that fucking tackle he made. Some of the decisions I've seen in the game Saturday were dreadful. On the other side of that, Kamada's a good player, and then I really like the boy they've brought in, Pino.
Yeah.
Reminded me an awful lot, lots to like about him, but like Phil Coutinho.
Yeah.
And then Big Mateta's a nuisance, and obviously the other side of that's the pace of Ismail Assar. The problem for them was they ran out of gas, and then when the subs started coming on, Jefferson Lerma and Eddie Nketiah and that came on, but weren't nowhere near the races. For me, they didn't half let them down. Sam Johnson's just joined up. Welcome, Sam. Hi, lads. Football keeps getting more expensive for fans with rising ticket prices and subscriptions. Is there a limit, or will it just keep climbing?
I don't know what you think of it, Joe, but I think personally, until we do something about the spending of the clubs in terms of wages, in terms of fees, I don't think we're going to ever see it stop. I see a plateau a little bit, but I think it's going to keep rising and rising. I don't see it ever stopping. The cost of ticket prices, it's going to go. We're going to see. So we've already seen it with the likes of when Spurs come out with the £1,000 season ticket, and it's just going to be the standard in a few years.
See, I think the bubble's going to burst.
I can't see it. Not anytime soon.
Yeah, I'm not saying that Premier League level, but you're already seeing it on. You're already seeing the pyramid, the football pyramid, starting to be stretched out. I mean, you're looking tonight at Harrogate. I know it's a Monday night and it's live on the telly, but you know, you would imagine what does Harrogate hold there? 5,000. Look how many empty seats are there.
No, not even that.
What would it hold? But I'm saying, like, you know, you're going to get football fatigue, and the thing is, after Abramovich had Chelsea took off him, and after Isaac rammed that contract out of Newcastle, right up the jacksie to force his move out, that could be a pen now, hasn't give it. Then I just think now there's, you know, for football teams, we're going to have to move towards a kind of salary cap where every team can spend X amount, and you've got to spend. That's the only way it can move forward, in my opinion, sustainably.
Doesn't that then move towards like the American Super League model though?
Yeah, I think that's what we're going to end up with. I think we're going to end up with some kind of European Super League. Like, let's be honest, they've already shown the teeth on it. Liverpool, Man United, all these snobs, they don't give a fuck about the rest of the pyramid. They don't care. All they want is the money that they'll get when they play Barcelona. They've already got 8 games now.
They don't want to be part of the pyramid. They don't want to be part of it. They want their own pyramid.
Again, yeah, absolutely, I agree with you. But that's the thing that we've got to protect against now.
Yeah.
It's like anything, isn't it? It's the oligarchies, it's the nation states. They have no interest in, you know, the football pyramid and that being healthy, and obviously players being traded, and all they care about is maximising return on investment. So can we sell more merchandise? Can we play bigger games and bigger competitions and new competitions in the World Club Championship? And that just generates more advertising, more money to our corporation, because that's what every big Premier League club is now, a big corporation.
Yeah, it's
not football clubs anymore.
Until
in my
we
opinion.
stop that, I've seen ticket prices are going to keep rising and rising and rising. I just don't see an end to it until this, whether this independent, I don't trust it at all, but this independent governing body who's coming in, can they do anything? I just don't think so. I don't know. It's just, listen, we don't know the next 5 minutes, never mind the next 5 years. We just don't know. So I think we just have to wait and see on that one. But yeah, it is getting far too expensive for the average Joe to be watching footy week in, week out, especially if you've got families and kids and stuff.
Someone's saying the cheapest ticket for the next year's World Cup final will be £2,000. $2,000, sorry.
One of the games in Cali is, that's how much it's going to be. I didn't really learn anything from the World Club Cup. That the fans there's no appetite. So they have to lower the tickets to like 20 pence and a fucking packet of quavers or something, didn't they? And now they're going to, and now it's, obviously they're going to get more interest in the World Cup, but I mean, still, I'd love to go to fucking New York and watch a game or something. I don't really want to change any game, but I'm not going to pay that. Price isn't over there, not a chance.
Wow. Someone saying here, Swansea had Mark Gay, Morgan Gibbs-White and Victor Gyökeres in the team on loan deals at one point.
Fucking hell, who was their scout?
Still didn't get promoted. We've seen, I don't know whether you've seen this, it was the fucking, we're going to have to get the bobbleheads. We're going to have to get the bobbleheads of managers that we call early as being full of absolute nonsense potting. All right, so we've got another nonsense potter about to get his little Greek widget chopped off, haven't we? And Ange not got a clue.
Yeah,
he's like, fucking hell, mate. You know, could have been on the couch, but I've got back in the firing line. It's like, Ange, do us a favour.
Get back on the couch.
Fuck off. Fuck off and give someone else a go, because you're shit. Right? Yeah. He's dead man walking, so he's not got longer. Maranatha's coming out saying, I will sack him shortly if I need to. So we've already had Russell Nonsense, so we're going to have his head on here. Amarin's got away with murder the other day, in my opinion. I watched the game. They were a bit better, Man United, but you're playing against Sunderland. And also, I'm not sure how Bertrand Traore makes contact with the ball. And that Le Mans, the keeper from Man United, completely misses the ball and crashes into the player. Regardless of how much contact there is, he doesn't get anywhere near the ball and it's the player. It is a foul. Dermot Gallagher and the Sky, Jay Bothroyd, are like, well, it is a foul, it isn't a foul. So they basically said every answer apart from actually give an answer. So you went, what if you actually just said, you've just said everything that happened, but actually never give an answer. So if it was a question on the school thing, you say, what's your answer? You've said 4 things, but you never actually gave your answer. And, he touches him. I'm like, if the keeper comes there and does not make contact with the ball and makes any contact with the player, it is a foul. So at that point, that goes 2-1. And I think Sunderland would have made that nervy there. As it was, Man United get the decision. He actually books Bertrand Traore for diving.
Yes, nuts in it.
And Man United end up winning. Le Mans gets his first clean sheet, and everybody's now going on about Ruben Amorim. But let's be fucking serious here. Ruben Amorim's tracky top at the weekend, from what I gather, was matched by like grey tracky bottoms.
Have you got dressed in the dark then or something?
And I'm just like, you're Manchester United manager. You're fucking crap as Manchester United manager.
Suit and tie.
Get yourself a fucking suit on and make yourself look presentable. Who the fucking hell are you to come in dressing like fucking Ali G in Adidas gear as Man United manager? I can't wait for the next time Man United play an half-decent side and they get absolutely finger blasted again.
When they got
Man United, I said half-decent side, they'll be made up to play use. If you run into an Everton or somebody, you run into one of the 4
Jackie
teams,
boy.
Lad, Crystal Palace hadn't lost in 19 games before we slapped them round there second half. They flattened Jews, and it was nice coming out of Bramley Moor to the famous songs, lad. Do you know what I mean? It's really nice.
Someone's put it about.
Never felt more like singing the blues when Everton win and Liverpool lose. Oh,
just keep singing it, mate, because listen, you sing it like once every 2 years you sing that, so I'll let you have it.
Well, listen, it could have been any if you'd have won
someone made a point. Someone's put it there again about Sean Dyche. Where did he say that?
Dyche to
Rangers?
No. Do you know who Dyche is going to? Forest.
What?
Oh, he did. He was at Forest as a kid. I could see him at Rangers. Kevin Thirlwell's at Rangers. So he's got to get his next appointment right, otherwise his head's getting chopped off. Obviously, Russell Nonsense has gone now.
Did you see the scrap?
Stevie G go back there?
Yeah, Rangers is Stevie G done and dusted, it looks like. Did you see Kevin Thirlwell in
50 mil in the bank from Saudi?
In the foyer at the bar, so the hotel, with the Rangers fans after him? Did you see it? That Kevin Thirlwell, see him?
You'd see the Rangers fans in the car park at the game after Falkirk where they stopped the coach, all the Union Bears. Russell Nonsense had to sculpt across with the Russell Nonsense had to scrub across with the security bird.
Yeah,
who obviously loves
behind
the
Lucy
fucking haddock and
Pinder's
chips. Loves the haddock and chips. Did you see the cars on it?
Yeah.
See the cars on it?
Yeah.
Fucking hell, I thought, would you rather have £1 million or air undercrackers and joggies full of pound coins? Because she had a
close,
fucking wide load. She had some, and I'm going, if you're about to get your head chopped off, you gotta say, do us a favour, girl, I'm gonna be all over the telly, yeah. Just drop back 15 paces there. just fucking waddle yourself back 15 paces there, because I'm not getting spotted on the telly with you. Especially when his missus fucking Lucy Pinder's in.
Yeah, at least she got lots of about her, has she?
Yeah, anyway. Lad, never, ever, ever should that man have been Rangers manager. I didn't even think he'd be out of the door this quick.
I know.
He's fucking bad, innit, really, when you think about it. But he, again, embarrasses. Now, as you know, I went to Scotland and completely fucking nailed it. Absolutely smashed its head in. Got it completely right. Didn't fail at all.
Someone here just says Stevie G's already said no to Rangers.
Obviously, I went up to Scotland, giving it the big one. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And they just don't like English people. The jocks out there, don't pretend William Wallace and all that. You just don't like English people. They would really enjoy English people not doing well up there.
It's not right how it should be,
but
really.
then like a Gazza will win them over, or there'll be somebody who goes up and they win them over because, listen, you know, they obviously love the footy and they can, you know, they can forgive and forget sometimes. But on the whole, the English coming in, they're not really, you've got to win them over. So when he comes in there with the fanny head and that Russell Nonsense, you're going, he's toast. He's toast because they're mad special brew drinkers. They're not buying into that, lad. They are absolutely hell-bent on finishing above Celtic. They do not care how they get there.
Yeah, no, that's
right. They don't care whether you've had 87 passes and you're going, yeah, mentality's got to get better. They're like, shut the fuck up. We need to win. Like, that's all that matters there. Now, they need to find a manager who goes, how can I get this group winning? Or how can I get someone believing in it? I thought they should have kept Barry Ferguson, if I'm honest, because he knew the club. He got a bit of a tune out of it, let him recruit.
Rangers, man.
But they decided to go for a fucking Herbert. An absolute nonsense Potter.
Just a proper fanny head, didn't he?
So this is what happens when you give people, same as we're going to find out with Ange, when you give people failing up positions, what do you think they're going in and they're going to do? Like, they're going in low on confidence. And the minute the storm starts blowing through again, they're going to fucking absolutely follow through and shit their undies and be sacked before Christmas. Ange, I don't think Ange makes it out of the next. I don't think he makes it out of to the next international break. I think you've got an international break here, which buys him a bit of time. Settle a group in who will be a small group because they'll have loads away. Just get his feet under the table, and if they do not pick up between now and the next international break, I think he'll be gone. Ange's not got a clue.
So who do you reckon though? Rangers? I
Rangers,
honestly, thought if Stephen's not doing it, I haven't got.
Honestly, Rangers should go and appoint Sean Dyche. That's who I'd go for.
Do well, then.
I think he's.
Keep them up.
I think unless they're going to go back to Barry Ferguson, I think Kevin Thelwell knows him. He's worked with him at Everton. I think Dyche's style of football will be compatible with the Scottish Prem, and he'll get Rangers competing again. But I don't know. I don't know beyond that. Like, I'm looking at it going, you need a big physical side who are well versed and can defend the box well to win the Scottish Premier League.
Someone said Big Dunk there. No, not for me.
What's this?
Big Dunk for Rangers.
Big Dunk.
No.
I don't know. I mean, he's definitely trying to get back on the merry-go-round, Dunk. I've seen him doing the...
Are we biting your hand? He
was good on Monday Night Football, though, wasn't he?
He's been doing a Hot Lords Comedy Club, hasn't he? He's been doing...
Yeah.
Brown went to one.
Did he? Yeah, the Brown go. Yeah. What did he say it was like?
So who's talks?
Tells good stories.
Big
Dunk's been doing talks.
Drew went, yeah. Drew said it was brilliant, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice on that.
Drew said it was
you
good,
can't go from
hour.
Hot Water Comedy Club to Rangers, can you really? It's a bit of a step up.
Saying Stevie G's even to go back to Rangers.
So no, someone's just said here, he said no, want to go to Wrexham or something, I don't know.
Wrexham?
Listen, that'd be a good fit, that, you know.
Wrexham?
Yeah.
What? I could see that Danny Roll, who was at Chef Wednesday, ended up at Wrexham.
Yeah.
I think so, because Josh Windass is doing well there now. And them in Birmingham, to be fair, I seen the Birmingham owner come out after the game, the American guy who was a bit cringy when he see him.
Yeah.
Bit of the cringe fest doing the American potty. I don't really like dark chocolate, you know.
I don't. Have one?
I'll have to have a taste then.
I don't like dark chocolate.
Cranberry Jaffa cake.
At all.
We're having a go at Gary Neville being detached from reality. Fucking skid marks coming in with all M&S biscuits here, lad.
I know. What do you want to go and get?
Do you know what I mean, lad? We're having a pop at Gary Neville saying fucking Davos and fucking kissing the Qataris' arse.
I've not been to Davos, I've been to Marx's.
And you're coming in with all these fucking petty bourgeoisie biscuits.
That's where it starts, Cam.
Lad, get the fucking custard creams out, the malted milks. Keep it real.
No, they're heavy.
I'll have to have a taste.
I don't like dark chocolate, and that is unbelievable. Josh, want one?
I genuinely don't know who could take the Rangers job.
Yeah, not Steve, I've got a clue.
I honestly look at Dyche and go, do you know what? That could be a good fit for them. But I think for Forest, I could see him going back to Forest. He started out there. Obviously, if Ange carries on this track, I think he's toast because his body language, his demeanour is horrendous. He looks like he's a victim waiting to get executed, doesn't he? He looks like he's on death row. Yeah. And the fans are singing "Sacked in the Morning." They've lost at Newcastle again. Players will be low. The players separated. I don't know whether it's just the angle I seen, but it looked like the players were clapping the fans, and Ange was kind of detached from it. So just not good signs. You know, if it was a betting man, I think he is top of the market, isn't he, to go? And as I say, I don't think he makes the next international break.
Is there a goal 1-0? Belshaw in goal, awful. Is there, like, for a manager, particularly with Ange, no one going in following Nuno is going to be a tough job.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't it be wise for him to sit and think, do you know what, this one's not for me? Or the managers just see an opportunity and just want to get straight in there?
I think he's got that much, I don't know what I keep saying, like delusions of grandeur with Ange, but I think people call it self-belief, but, you know, sometimes you've got to, and Joe's mentioned it with Eddie Howe, just sit it out for a bit. Just stand fire, just
you got to put yourself in his shoes. In his shoes, he's thinking, just won the Europa League with Spurs there. And I've had loads of players injured. Oh, great finish. Don't think Belly can do much. A bit harsh on Belly, that. Maybe, lad. Yeah, maybe middle of the goal.
Position
He's looking, he gets stuck fighting with the set.
As a cat, position.
Yeah, I know what you mean, yeah. Yeah, he should do maybe a bit better. I think with Ange, winning the Europa League and the injuries and the fucking way the media kind of soft-soaped them a little bit, and, you know, even in the midst of finishing as poorly as they did in the league table, he kind of was given a bit of a fair ride. And I think you can just get, you know, this vacuum of the truth getting in the way of it, where, you know, he obviously thinks he's a lot better and done a lot better job at Spurs than probably what most of the outside observers think. and even as we're getting on it, the Forest fans think, it's not one of those where, the Forest fans are dancing for joy the way Ange is, come into the club. At the end of the day, if your own fans after 6 games are singing, getting sacked in the morning, then clearly they haven't bought into the bollocks of the media. You were saying, he's a nice guy and all that, which, he may well be. But if he doesn't start winning games, he's toast.
100%.
Forest's next few games, got Forest's fixtures there. Have a little look, who'd they got?
I think we said not long ago, he's toast. I mean, because he has to win at least one game.
I hope not. The same Gattuso for Rangers, I hope not. He was at Marseille, fucking shit there.
Fucking hell, international break again this week.
I know, but listen, I wanted nothing more. I'm saying that, after the weekend's footy, I was thinking, get this, I want it. Just get it in, just fuck off for 2 weeks, reset, and now I think...
Liverpool.
Forest's next few games, they've got Chelsea at home.
Yeah.
Porto at home. Bournemouth away. United at home. Sturm Graz away. Leeds at home, Liverpool away.
He's got to try and get to Sturm Graz. I can't see him winning a game until he gets to Sturm Graz. I mean, Rangers found that hard during the week, but I could see Forest beating them. I can't see them getting anything out of the other games, though. Can't see them winning them. I mean, they might get a draw. I think he's just his body language. He done an interview the other day talking about like staying positive and that. And he never fucking picked his eyes off the floor. Fucking, they had his head down the whole interview. Didn't make eye contact, and then he's talking about I've seen it all in football, and then obviously they get beat again, and he's saying some of the stuff he said in the last 48 hours about pressure, and he could have been at home sitting on the couch, and it's like, just start fucking winning games, you fucking ball bag.
That's the bottom line of it all. You've just got to start winning footy matches.
But this is what annoys me with him. It's just shit. He just chats fucking pure waffle. It's why Russell Nonsense was they're on the radar, because you're going, what have you actually just said? What are you on about? Like, we've had Chippy Tits fucking the Weeble.
I'm standing next
Not you, lad. Chippy Tits the Weeble fucking in the papers this week saying, I've lost fucking 6 stone. Fucking fat ass Steve Evans. I've lost fucking 6 stone. Fucking I haven't had a jab, and it's like, shut up, you fucking lying bastard, you have. And actually, you look fucking horrendous. Have you seen how fucking big his tits are and with his jumper on? You look like, what's his name off Austin Powers? Look at him. I'm dead sexy. Look at me.
Fat bastard.
Look at me with my tattoo. Fuck off, you fucking knobhead. You shouldn't have been in a position to be 29 stone.
Yeah.
Why do people like, I've lost 6 stone. I used to be a right fat bastard. I've lost 6 stone now. Gives a round of applause for you. No, don't get yourself to 29 stone.
Listen.
Just have 16 fucking meals a day. Just don't have 19. Just cut yourself down to 16 meals a day. Or what you could do is have 3 square meals like the fucking rest of us, and stop washing it down with 78 litres of roller cola rot your teeth.
Yeah, but listen, your Nashville clock orders aren't far off him now, lad.
That's pure chicken. Pure chicken protein. And I've done 13.5k today.
Josh, have a look on the bag. It says
it's got red
lifetime orders.
It's got red writing all over.
It's got 26 orders from Nashville Clock.
So we've just had a lad in the chat here. He's a Man United streamer. He does the Man United games, called Saeed. He's got like 200,000 subscribers, saying that Gary Neville was speaking facts.
Okay, speaking facts in terms of
the
synagogue was attacked by middle-aged white men.
Yeah.
So hang on a sec. Who was this Jihad al-Shami then? Is that like a filter? That Snapchat filter or something?
He said what Neville was suggesting was that it's not the Muslims, not the Islamic extremists' fault that they've gone and killed a Jewish person. It's the white middle-aged flag waver fault that the Islamic extremist has killed a Jewish person in a synagogue. That's basically what he said in a nutshell. Okay. So it's not facts in the slightest. It's just a load of bullshit. And how can you say it's facts when you're blaming the middle-aged white, middle-aged white flag waver, when this has been going on for fucking years and years and years and years and years? It just showed you. 92 deaths. Look,
Islam and Western civilization don't work together. 100% assimilation is a must. You have to have cultures that are prepared to live alongside each other and accept that the way they see the world mightn't be the correct way. So Muslims living with Hindus is a problem. All right, Muslims living with Buddhists is a problem. Same with Christians, same with Jews, same with Sikhs, same with atheists, same with other Muslims. Like everywhere they go, everywhere they go, there's a problem. And actually, you know, go through all the countries. Like they've got Gaza, Egypt, Libya, Morocco, Iran, Iraq, Yemen, Afghanistan, Pakistan, Syria, Lebanon, Nigeria, Kenya, Sudan. They're not happy in all of those countries. So these people who are coming, I'm going, you're passing through thousands of miles of safe country, of countries that you could easily settle down in and start a new life, and yet they choose to come here. And the reason they're coming here is not for any other reason than this is the most advantageous system to be taken advantage of. We are the most tolerant, the most suicidal, empathetic nation that is about at this moment in time. That's why people are prepared to get in dinghies and fucking risk it all to get halfway into the channel to get picked up by the RNLI, which is then brought to the country, put into certain hotels around the country. And, you know, some people obviously think that's a good thing for those areas, and other people don't. Now, if you're not allowed to protest and say that you don't, and these are the reasons you don't, for fear of being labelled as a far-right terrorist or a far-right extremist by people who haven't a fucking idea about what's happening on the ground in these working class communities, because they live in upper class, petty bourgeoisie, gated private communities where the kids go to private school, and whenever they move around, they're surrounded by security people who look after them. On these council estates and in these poorer areas, we have a huge problem. And the people are trying to communicate that problem and not being listened to. And then you get people like this gaslighting you all the time, saying to you, no, you're a racist for thinking that. You're far right for thinking that. There's a synagogue attacked and we get a fucking dickhead footballer, absolute idiot, who is available, his arsehole is for rent to the highest bidder. If that's the Qataris, he'll forget anything to do with human rights to go and take the Qatari money. He is a whore who is open for exploitation, as he has shown this weekend with his stupid comments. Now, if he was a man of the people like he says he was, and if he was really at touch or in touch with his fan base or the people that support his shows or his football club or some of his businesses, then he would know middle-aged white men in this country aren't the problem. Sticking a few flags up and being petrified that your daughters or your granddaughters or your wife are going to be accosted in a changing room by an illegal invader or a tranny or the same on the streets is not a fucking far-right position. It's not like you're seeing a rise in some kind of far-right extremism, because if we were seeing that, we would start to see people going into communities or going into pride marches or going into anything to do with what they're meant to be against and causing problems. When was the last time you've seen a middle-aged white man go in and cause catastrophic damage to a community he doesn't agree with? Well, I can give you 44,000+ examples of that when it's Islamic and Muslim extremists going into places where they seek to wreak terror for people that they do not believe in their lifestyle choice.
Well, this is it.
The numbers don't lie.
It's a prime example of what you were saying before. Have you seen the news about the Tower Hamlets Council in London?
No.
Okay, so the Tower Hamlets Council in London are now putting through council to debate whether they can now class you've seen that Pink Ladies group?
No.
So there's a Pink Ladies group and it's all women, working class women. They all wear pink and they all go and protest against, you know, what's going on in the country at the minute. Now Tower Hamlets are now going to deem this Pink Ladies group as a far right organisation. Okay. Now wait, and then also any flag flyers in Tower Hamlets will be classed as far right. This is the council. Go and look at their council, their MPs, every single one of them. What are they all?
Muslim?
Yeah. Okay, so that's a problem we've got in this country now. When you have a constituency which is just one section of society, especially Muslim, they're going to side with that one section of society. So this is council level. This isn't just like a little mini group. This is the actual council.
Well, but this
is
is the thing about it is like, you know, I quoted before, you know, there was somebody who came up on my Twitter feed and the question they asked the AI was how many people have been killed worldwide due to far-right extremism compared to Islamist extremism since 2000. Just give 2 numbers. So Thought came back and said far-right extremism was 475. I need to qualify this because I said the wrong number before. Islamic extremism was 243,124. So those numbers are overwhelming. Now, we have to, I'm not saying that's every single person who practices Islam,
no,
but
it's not.
when there's certain demographics that are causing massive amount of the problems, we have to have an open and sensible discussion and debate about it. And anyone who comes out and says you're far right or you're an extremist or you're Islamophobe, it's like, what? Like, what are you on about? How can Gary Neville say what he said and think genuine? I actually want to ask him, I'm like, how can you think the problem is with middle-aged white men? Have you got your head stuck so far up David Beckham's fucking sphincter that you do not know what the fuck's going on?
Yeah, no, I think you're absolutely spot on with it. He lives in a bubble. He's immune to working class issues that are going on right now.
Isn't that the whole political landscape in general, though? Like,
correct.
that far,
they all live in a bubble.
Politically correct that they've got to say the right thing, that they actually forget what they're fucking talking about. That they can't say certain things, they just go around saying the things that
the only actual MPs
to wean themselves out of it.
Yeah, the only actual MPs who actually you couldn't say got boots on the ground, but I mean, it were one of closest to us as possible.
They are terrible.
What? Oh,
they are terrible. They're not for me, then.
Lad,
No,
I don't
like
even like dark chocolate.
Anyway.
That's incredible.
Cranberry. Wow. No, not for me, that lad.
That's incredible.
Bad of a bicky as I've had that.
Do you like normal Jaffas?
Yeah, love them.
You don't like the cranberry ones?
No, not for me, then. It just shows you, lads. Listen, you can have different
It's called
tastes.
opinions, yeah.
Different tastes. Look.
There's the pink ladies, look at them. They're now far right, according to South Hamlets.
Yeah. All right, is this, is the girl Posey Parker a part of these?
Don't know. But this is what they do. These
Posey
pink
Parker?
ladies, look.
Yeah, there's a girl who's taking on like the big trans question.
And there's Tower Hamlets list of all the MPs.
No, Belly's all over the gaff here.
So exactly.
Is that 2-1?
No.
He's kept it out.
Played with him, Josh. Played against them, scored a few against them.
He was good for us at Bristol Rovers, Belly, yeah, he's done well for us. I mean, he's a good shot stopper, to be fair. But he's been there for years. Obviously, they let him go on a free, came and done well for us, and then he's gone back there. But for that level, League Two, I think he's a good shot stopper. Good news from the weekend. Big news, record, and then don't already seen the record from the weekend that was set. Guinness World Record.
You're not going to say about the decibels in Everton?
159 decibels.
Already been debunked.
At Bramley Moor.
Already been debunked.
Everton are world record holders for noise. When Jackie Boy Grealish scores that thunder bastard.
It's already been debunked.
Up the Toffees.
Up the Toffos. Are the loudest. So I think we took over the Maracanã for when Brazil scored, so that's Everton now, the loudest
Mad
fans
because you
on
must
the
have
planet.
broke your own record, because didn't he do it for the first game when they said the
And that wasn't official Guinness World Record, because it wasn't a real game.
Yeah. You must have broke your own record, well done, lads.
Yeah, they had like the
fucking
Guinness World Records at the game front row.
Yeah.
Look, that's
very well.
not my words, that's what's happened. Everton are the loudest fans, and it's the way the stadium's designed. I don't know whether you'd...
Yeah, I've seen it. It looks like a fucking Tesco.
Just jealous. So
what meal deal did you get at half time?
Meal deal?
Yeah, Tesco.
2 pints of Guinness.
Honestly, you're just jealous. Why are you obsessed with our catering?
No.
So, games from the weekend, we've seen Arsenal huff and puff, but got the win effectively.
But blew the house down.
Yeah, I mean, they were always... I had them in a bit of a long list on my coupons, and I thought, West Ham would be a bit better, but I think Arsenal, Man City, for me, are the two who are going to shoot it out. I've just got a feeling watching City. Haaland's just bang at it. He just looks like he's the best striker in the world again.
Yeah, he is.
I worry about Rodri limping off in the game.
Mbappe and Kane are all like... I think he's leading, but Kane's got like what? He's played...
Kane's on fire.
12 and got like 19 or something like that. Haaland's 11, 18.
Playing in the Premier League.
Well, I know, fully get it. And Mbappe as well. Mbappe's on like 16.
ChatGPT gave me Real Madrid, Bayern, and obviously Stockport.
Yeah.
Mbappe could get... it could win the Ballon d'Or next year, I think, Mbappe. If France do win the World Cup...
And Madrid win the Champions League or something.
Yeah, I think Mbappe will get the Ballon d'Or.
That's a good pick, that lad. Stockport away at Huddersfield.
Yeah.
ChatGPT?
That's mad.
I actually had draw no bet, so they were 1-0 up, scored just before half time, and then they had the man sent off early in the second half.
The kid on loan from Everton, Onyango.
Tyler Onyango. So I thought, thank God, they got the
ChatGPT actually described as well.
Scoring again and getting
they actually
two
said that Stockport are underpriced because
I did. Liam saying here, I said I don't think Guardiola will see out the season. I did think that after the some of the performances earlier on in the season, I just thought the off the field stuff, there was a bit of weirdness going on there, Liam. But when I'm watching them now, I mean, Liverpool have, I think, blown it wide open because everyone was expecting Liverpool to kick on, especially with the, you spent 58 gazillion, didn't you?
74 gazillion.
You spent basically a African country's GDP on a new team since you've won the league, and you've got worse. So I thought Liverpool there, I thought with Isaac, I thought fucking hell, and then obviously, you had that lad who was running, but was walking on water through the dribble. What was his name?
Who?
Rio Magavuma. When you must put the video up going, oh my God, look at the way he's running. No, he never ran with the ball like this.
1 foot in front of the other.
Like, for fuck's sake, lads, he only ran with the ball. But obviously now, Arne Slot is, for the first time in his Liverpool tenure, starting to take some probes.
But yeah, no, it's not. Some
Rooney's been probing him, lad. Rooney's on his case.
But what's weird is we've left ourselves with the only player who we've got who with pace who can beat a man is a young 17-year-old kid called Rio, who we didn't buy. We've got no one who can beat him. We've got no wingers who can go one-on-one.
Being positive for you though, that Soboslai, he looks...
He's a player, he can play anywhere.
He's grew into like that match winner now for you.
Yeah, he can play anywhere, but he's got to place it. If you're finishing a game with a box-to-box centre mid at right back...
Chiesa not getting a game? Chiesa's on fire.
And a box-to-box centre mid at centre half. If you're finishing the game with two of them, and as a right back and a centre half, you've got issues. Full stop. You've got issues.
I think Jackie Boy Grealish walks in your team as it stands.
As it stands, I wouldn't say walks in our team, but he's been better than Gakpo, no question, this season. Gakpo's been poor.
Someone questioned in the chat before, so we might as well talk about it now. It's opened up about what players would get in, what Everton players would get in Liverpool's team or vice versa. So
I think Bramthwaite gets in.
Oh, well, yeah, not even a question.
Bramthwaite gets
over
in.
Canate all day long.
This season, yeah.
No, just any season, I think.
Last season?
No. He wasn't fit last season.
So the standout ones have got to obviously be Pickford.
No, we've got to Alisson's the best keeper in the world.
Pickford?
No, Pickford's not even close.
NDI.
It's close.
Pickford's not close to Alisson.
You think Pickford over Alisson?
It's not
close.
You're asking?
It's open for debate, yeah.
No, I don't think that is.
England number one, Brazil number one. It's close, lad. Come on,
it's not
missing Pickers there.
Even close. He's got arms the size of fucking me.
He's never injured though.
How'd you put it in the top?
Alisson has fucking 6 weeks off every fucking 3 months.
You put it in the top bin and Pickford's not getting
Alisson is the only keeper I know who gets injured as much as an outfield player.
Do you know he's only played something like 75% of the games in Liverpool?
Pickford plays every game.
He loves a barbecue, doesn't
he? This time of the year, every year as well, he gets injured this time of the year. It's mad.
I would have to... It's a close one. It is a close one.
I'd say Grealish.
Right wing?
Grealish gets in. Are
we talking this season or are we talking?
Yeah, we're obviously talking on current form and this season.
Okay, if you've got a Champions League final next week, are you picking Ndiaye over Salah at right wing?
Yeah.
Shut up, lad.
Yeah, I am. Based on Sunday's work.
Right, okay.
But he scored one and made one.
But you haven't got a Champions League final next week.
And what you've got to pay him.
Next home game.
And Ndiaye's only on about 50 biggins.
I'm agreeing with that one. I'm agreeing with that one. If you're talking on current form, Salah's been shit. There's no question about that. But if I've got a Champions League final next week, I'm picking Salah.
Yeah.
I don't know, lad.
I am.
Yeah.
I don't know, Mo's not on it, lad. Mo's not on it.
We have Barry up front.
Grealish over Gakpo though.
Definitely not.
I'm having Grealish over Gakpo, yeah.
Grealish over Gakpo. At least you conceded that because Jackie Boy's playing well at the minute. There's a big shout for Everton to get in the side. Jake O'Brien's been great. I'm not saying he's a right back. But he's a fucking good player.
He
that
looked
kid.
Comfortable when he went centre half.
He looked miles better at centre half. I think him and Bramthwaite, if we can keep them as a partnership for the next 10 years, could be a good combo. The problem
You're not keeping Bramthwaite.
Well, the problem is, I thought on Sunday, I mean, you have to give him credit for the changes he made at half-time, Moyes, because it definitely got Everton in the game. But first half, we were out-coached. They were way better structured and organised than us. And as I say, You know, credit to Moisey, whatever he said at half time, the changes he made, it galvanised Everton and got us back in the game. So you have to give him credit there. But also, we need to fucking improve the quality of some of our players. There's some lads in the Everton side, I mean, we spent a lot of money on Barry and Dibbling there, but maybe, you know, 40 million a piece, something like that. They need to be a lot but
that's,
then
no,
but
that's 20, Barry 35.
No,
but still a lot of money.
No,
Dibbling and Barry.
Of course, yeah.
45, Dibbling. Dibbling and Barry's talking 80 mil for the two of them, give or take.
Yeah, shite.
A lot of money, like.
Any positives for James Garner?
I like Garner. The problem for James Garner is he can be moved around. Like, and he actually got shifted to right back when he took Keane off, who had a good game, Michael Keane. Tarky was a bit random again, done some mad stuff. And I think he's going to be, I know he's been a good player for Everton, he's the captain, but I think he's going to be under duress once Branthwaite's back. I think if Everton want to progress, I think they've got to get a proper right full-back. Seamus got on for a minute, but obviously his best days are behind him. And Garner suffers from his versatility because they move him out the middle. But to be fair, Irabumu came on and made a forward run and got the penalty, which got Everton back in the game. We were really lucky, lads, at level, which they're a good side, Palace. That Wharton, there's a lot to like about him. I can see why he's been linked with some bigger moves. And for me, he's got a bit to add to his game, but he's a really good footballer. And did you see the humbleness and the class of Everton as a football club? Everton win the game 2-1, late goal from Grealish, his first goal at Goodison, Bramley Moor. And afterwards, he gets to play to the Play the Dickinson, you fucking said there, you know, but he's put the player of the
Dick of the week.
He's put the player of the match thing in and got the interview.
Man of the match.
And said, you have to say player of the match, man of the match thing. And he said, you know what, I don't deserve this. Wharton was the best player on the park, and he, you know what I mean?
He was.
Well, credit to Jack, like he obviously still had the humbleness in the elation to show a little bit of class. I
put that video in a group chat before you see it of Adam Wharton training. Did you watch it?
No, I haven't seen it.
So in training before kickoff, what he's doing, I'll actually show you here. It's like, it's scary good how like this is just elite mentality for me. So what he's doing is he's anticipating the game in front of him, and in terms of like he's looking over his shoulders, he's got the wingmans on. So what this is, watch the swivel every 2 seconds, swivel, keep looking, don't look at the ball, just keep swiveling, looking. He knows he just like in his head going through what's going to come the next 90 minutes. This is just warming up. Not looking to pass it, just that's what he's going to do. This. I know what you look I was like, no, that's
talking to me. I've put fucking 270 plus fucking Premier League appearances. Most of them playing 90 minutes in the game.
Your head didn't swivel like that. You were looking at them saying, I'm
90 minutes. He's only warming up there. Listen. Let's be honest, he's a good player, but
no, I don't see many players doing that.
Lad, players scan the fucking pitch. Go and watch the videos of Lampard, how many times he talks about, like, yeah, you'd have to. I said to you, when I see people talking about certain things to do with the game, I can tell what level they've played at, because you go, you're coaching this, and at that level, you don't get time to do that. You've already got to know where it's going before you even ask for it. So when people go in and you see them doing the drill and they go in with their hand and they say, like, hey, coach, yeah, I'll have the ball there, yeah, here. And you have to scan the shoulder and make sure you check 4 times. You go, if you're playing the Premier League, lad, and you go in and do that, you just get the ball slapped off you and just get counter-attacked on. You've already got to know before you get in. And by the time you get there, this is sonar that's happening, because you haven't got time. The computer processor in your brain does not work quick enough to fucking scan the area that quick, because the game is that fast.
I know that, but I'm saying I've never seen doing it on the warm-up where a player like sort of anticipate what's going to come the next 90. Watching him doing fucking, had the wing mirrors up already. I've never seen that in a one player warming up.
Go and watch fucking Javi. Javi's fucking pisses all over them. He's 10 times the player he was. He's a good player.
We're talking about the sentiment for
they
Palace,
all done that. You'll have, if you'd have seen them do it, he'll have picked that up watching better players than him.
I understand players at that level done it. That's why I'm saying he's going to be that elite level for me. It's just picking up them little traits off the likes of his Javis.
I think he's a good player. I think he got I think he's a good player. He's got to add bits to his game. Like, for me, could pass forward a hell of a lot more. Could affect the game a hell of a lot more. Lots to like about him. Really nice player. But if he wants to go on and be, you got your lipstick out for him there. If he wants to go on and kick on, he's got to add a little bit more to his game. He's got to add goals to his game. He's got to add fucking surges into the box to try and score more goals. Like, at the end of the day, midfielder, if you want to be considered a top-class elite English midfielder, you've got to put yourself in that Steven Gerrard, Frank Lampard kind of bracket. I don't think playing like Michael Carrick, getting it, giving it, getting it, giving it, getting it, giving it.
I see him more like a Modric than a Steven Gerrard.
But again, he's got to add that next bit to his game. He's got to add goals to his game, lad. You've got to add assists to your game. Like, it's playing at Crystal Palace, he keeps the ball lovely. There's lots to like about him. I think if he does go to a big club, you might get a few more gears out of him. Like, I could easily see him playing for Liverpool. I could easily see him playing in your midfield.
Oh yeah,
but
he's only 20, isn't he?
Also,
20.
he's got to add bits to his game.
21,
he can't be that good, because if he was that good, he wouldn't be getting left out the England squad for Jordan Henderson.
It's embarrassing that.
So lads,
anyway.
Loads of people in the chat have been bigging up Simon Jordan.
Yeah.
For his response to Gary Neville, but
yeah, seeing it. Yeah,
I was just trying to get a video up on the TalkSport socials.
And it's not there.
And it's not there.
Said that to you before, didn't I?
So you've got the stuff where he's talking about Russell Martin, talking about Ange, talking about Liverpool's lack of form, talking about Amarin.
First thing I said was
nothing there about.
Wouldn't be surprised if Gary
Nonsense
is thin-skinned. So wouldn't be surprised if he's put some kind of complaint in because he's had his niplets gypped a little bit. You don't like that, him? Fucking that little nugget. What did he think? When he got up and he put that video on LinkedIn, did he think, fucking hell, I'm fucking so base, mate. I'm so fucking cool and I've got the politics down. I've made a great decision by putting my weight behind Keir Starmer because he's been phenomenal since he got in. He is fucking, everybody loves him. Everybody thinks Keir Starmer's done the boss job. So I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll put myself a little LinkedIn video where I get myself from a fucking really bad angle and you can see right up my snotter, my little shit muzzy, and I'll fucking start waxing lyrical about people who are putting flags up who fucking buy Arnie trainees and fucking support the country that I actually played for and was brought up in. And I haven't said jack shit about the grape jihad that has gone on in and around the local communities that I've been part of.
He specifically said no comment.
No, he got asked, and he didn't know Donald Trump was the president, and he was fucking... He is one absolute out of touch, and I'm made up. Like, I think Simon Jordan is one of the best in terms of the mainstream sport narrative. He is one of the ones who actually puts it on people's toes, who actually, if he's got a disagreement with somebody, will voice that to the point of getting them on the show and having it with them. You know, whether that's Eddie Hearn or whichever side you come of it, he does have the cojones to call people out. He doesn't skulk in the background or be a little fanny on the show, and he's rightly called Gary out here. I seen the little segment with Jim White, and obviously Jim's trying to play devil's advocate, but Simon was absolutely spot on when he said what he said. This is an insensitive comment from, I would imagine, a huge part of Sky and the football subscriptions are the people that Gary's saying are responsible for problems in this country that are leading to people losing their lives, which I just can't see. I can't see how nobody around him has gone, hey, what the fucking hell are you on about?
But the worst part about it as well, there's loads bad about it, he's actually blaming white middle class men for stoking the fire and creating diversity in this country, while he's on his own phone putting videos out as a white middle class man, stoking the fire, creating diversity in this country.
Have you seen the Davos video with the Israeli?
Oh
reporter?
Yeah, he's fucking just.
He's an Australian guy. He works for Rebel News, that Ezra Levant's channel, which is like they're like citizen journalists a little bit, but they've got a bit of a kind of anti-establishment, anti-World Economic Forum, this Davos kind of one world order madness. Just like, have you seen the Beckham thing with him and Bill Gates are doing the finger puppets and that? It's just like,
your toes are curling.
Again, you don't know what people have got over these people. You don't know what parties they've been to with two-way mirrors and all being fucking, who knows what they get up to. You know what I mean? They have a little fucking line of the old pervert powder. They go, ooh, and all of a sudden, lad, they think they're invisible. They think that they can do and say whatever they want. This celebrity type, and the fucking craziness at them. I mean, you know, at the end of the day, he probably thinks he's saying something that's going to help everybody. But I'm going, Wake up, Gary, open the curtains, lad. Smell the fucking coffee. Smell what's going on. Get out in your community.
He should go on that programme. Seriously, you should remember that programme. It was what was called Life Swap, was it, or something? Where you had someone like a really rich family or a person would swap lives with someone in like a really deprived family in a deprived area and see how they got on their budgets. The families would swap houses for like a week.
Yeah,
and if he done that,
it'd be nice if Gary went and lived with the Wests, Fred and Rose, for a couple of weeks. And they fucking bury him under the concrete fucking out the patio, out the back or something, put the extension on. Because he's one gobshite. I've had enough of him. I've had enough of his nonsense when it comes to football. He manages Salford's enterprise. The class of nonsense. You're hanging around with somebody who buries his own fucking brother's bed. You shouldn't even speak to. He should be extradited to go and live where Napoleon lived on that island when the French had enough of him. He should be living on an island, Ryan Giggs, an island away from everybody else. If you will fucking iron out your brother's fucking bed, you should be put on Robben Island or the equivalent of that in the UK, never to be seen again. Lock him on there, throw away the key, because he'll only start goosing the seagulls anyway. Because he is a fucking unscrupulous character. And I'm hearing the class of nonsense. They're back in there, it's flattening someone's bed in there, or ex-bed.
Yeah.
And they're going round. I'm going, Gary, lad, you've got your own problems. Salford can't win a game of footy. You're hemorrhaging money left, right and centre, right? You're sacking people who were working for your building sites for having any flags, right? He's got a tower getting built in Manchester. Like, this is not a fella who... Like, he has no comprehension of what's happening for the normal citizen.
This is nonsense.
Lad, this is fucking madness. Somebody's doing all fucking balmy things with a top hat on in the Harrogate game. He has no comprehension of what's going on in the real world, this fella. And when you see him rocking up at Davos, when you see him doing party political broadcasts for the Labour Party, unfortunately, Gary, you fucking read your head above the pulpit. So you want to tell everybody what to do and how to do it. And also, when you say stuff like this, you should be coming out now and explaining. And then you've got Rio backing him up, who's moved to fucking Dubai.
To get away from it?
To put his kids in private school, to get away from the chaos that's going on. Who's sitting there with a mixed race. I don't know whether his beard looks white to me. So he's in a mixed race relationship. He was before, right? Talking about racism and all that, and I'm going, lad, you're sitting there with the £300,000 watch on, Patek Philippe watch on, as a multi gazillionaire, talking about racism and how fucking bad this country's been for you, and you're going, what are you on about? It's not like you've been helped, like you've absolutely smashed it. What are you on about? Sir Lenny Henry fucking celebrated on the telly. We need repatriation, something bad's happened to us. I just think, you fucking cheeky bastards. And I have now got complete black fatigue. It's washed over me. That card, that DEI, affirmative action bollocks, race-based bollocks is fucking played and washed out with me. I have no interest in it. I'm a meritocrat. I judge people based on what you present. And I treat everybody completely bespokely to the way they present themselves to me. If you turn up and you're a cunt to me, I will truly practice equality, because I will punch you straight in the face, exactly the same as I would a Chinese person or an English person
or a white person
or an Eskimo. If you turn up with bad energy and you want to smoke, I will happily have it with you, no problem. I have no considerations about your race, your gender, whether you're able-bodied or disabled. I will inflict maximum punishment on you for coming at me with that energy. But if you want to be my mate and you want to be sound or you want to ask some questions, I will equally bespokely treat you with the same energy.
Yeah.
What I don't need is absolute bakes like Gary Neville, right? Whose dad's called Neville. So we can instantly establish his nan and granddad were a pair of cunts. Because if you call your kid Neville, you're a fucking cunt in my book. So if you don't like that, Gary, come and do something about it. Get on the phone to Cowley Sutherland. Get on the phone to Misfits. I will gladly spear elbow you like Alex Pereira did to Ankalaev straight in the top of your little shit wig for the comments you've made this week. Scooby-Doo, you've got my number. I'm on your case. I need to speak to you anyway about the John Terry and the Anton Ferdinand bollocks. So if you want to have it, want to have a conversation, don't be hiding in Dubai. Don't be hiding behind, I've got a busy schedule, Champions League coming up, which you've hid behind to not get on the podcast. Let's fucking have it. We'll roll for 2 hours. If you want to tell me how you've been the victim of racism in this country, I am open all ears, because I think the periods are chatting absolute wham-butties. I called you out 24 hours ago. You haven't been seen since. If you fucking want it, you know where I am. Okay. Who else is getting it now? Who's next? Who's next?
Mad. Like the chat is going
Malik Scott, Kate Abdo's fella, coming out and saying he can help Ronaldo with his mindset and his mentality. I'm going, what? Fucking joking, aren't you?
You're talking about Ronaldo?
No, I'm on a... No. Settle down, you. Fucking Big TT's been fucking... Set yourself right down, you brother.
Yeah.
Set yourself right down. You've been doing some serious... cleaning up operation for the old French genius. Je ne sais quoi. You've been on tidy up Terry duties.
So I've seen a few in the chat say that the talks about one's on and it's off, or it's on and it's off. Is it on or off?
I'm not sure. I've seen a few people saying it was on. Like,
you couldn't tell Ronaldo what to do.
Ronaldo.
Deontay Wilder got absolutely starched last few fights. Tell Ronaldo he can help his mindset. He must be going to say, listen, this is how you strengthen your mindset. Just pretend that your beard's not getting absolutely ploughed behind your back. That's what you do. Just absolutely fortify your mind to say, my beard is definitely not getting absolutely flattened while I'm not there. Definitely
not getting flattened.
Lad, Carragher let the fucking cat out the bag. Big TT lad was all over that.
She's not.
Lad, he can try and pretend that's not happened. Did you see the way she looks at TT? See the way she looks at the main man there?
TT's all happily married.
Lad, he's not, lad.
Am I just naive?
But then he might be now. He was. He's not. He was married to an English girl, weren't he? Then he's not. Lad, I would... If your beard looks at you the way she looks at TT...
Yeah.
Then, I'm telling you...
I look at TT like that.
And then Carragher said, lad... Carragher threw them under the bus. Remember Carragher on the Galazzo when he nearly got sacked?
yeah.
Carragher threw them under the bus,
He
lad.
just said something like a little comment about...
Oh, yeah, and as Katie had those fella was fuming over it.
Yeah.
Told you, lad, listen... That's how you fortified the mind.
I remember that.
This is definitely not happening. This is definitely not happening. This is
But he's a big unit, Tim. I wouldn't like a fucking arm wrestler with him. Have you seen him?
Who cares? Bird's getting absolutely flat. Bird's getting flabbattened by TT. He's done fucking jack shit about it. Praise the Lord. Listen, unfortunately, we're doing the Lord's work. If you don't like that, unfortunately, you'll meet your maker one day, Pearly Gates, and he'll say, get yourself fucked up. I'll be there going, don't fucking let him in. Don't let him in. He's a fucking knobhead, him. Don't let him in. Peter. John. Who is it? St. Peter, isn't it?
St. Peter, yeah.
St. Peter.
Well, apparently the clip's on YouTube.
I'm in anyway. I'm
Twitter.
defo in. I'm defo getting in, I reckon.
Fuck off,
I'm telling you, lad, I'll say, come on, lad.
Oh, you're gonna get spun in, that's about it.
No, lad, I might have to get spun in.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody's on the door. Somebody's got the pass out.
I'll come out with a wristband.
Yeah.
Somebody like that, come on.
Been here since 4 a.m.
I was only messing, didn't mean it. Yeah, we've got to call that out when we see that bollocks. And there was a great quote doing the rounds this week from Gad Saad, who's the Canadian. I think he's half Palestinian, half Canadian, or Lebanese Canadian. A society dies when it cares more about everything infinitely tolerance. Sorry, what's it? I'm going on. A society dies when it cares more about...
He's that lad changed them glasses. Fucking hell.
No, I knew you wouldn't be able to read it.
You did say I wouldn't read it.
You sucked piss out of him,
No,
so you
I can't read it. I can't. It's too far away.
He's written too small.
Yeah, it's too far away. I've got it here anyway. Listen, take 3. I've got it here.
I've just got it over the Jeff first.
Come on.
My God, you were right there, Noah. I can't read it. My readers aren't good. I've got it here. A society dies when it cares more about exhibiting infinite tolerance and empathy than invoking its survival instinct. So it's this, what you see come around you to go, if we continue down this path of saying, you know, the Unite the Kingdom March are far-right extremists, and yet every time we have a incident, we say it's the Welsh Christians, or we haven't heard our leader Keir Starmer. Someone put it in Groch, didn't it, the other day? How many times has he mentioned far-right extremism, and how many times has he mentioned Islamic extremism? And obviously he'd mentioned Islamic extremism 0 times. And the reason they're doing that is Labour have got a lot of swing seats where they've got big Muslim communities, and the Muslim communities vote religiously. They don't vote emotionally. They vote where it's a pack vote. They vote together and they vote to make change. That's why you're seeing many people, Campbell points out, Tower Hamlets, infiltrate, you know, the local councils and the local government, and that's how they make their progress. Now, unfortunately for us, at this moment in time, the people of this country are not being listened to. And if the country continues to not listen to its people, then the frustration and the anger and the, what would I call it? The discontent, let's say, of the people is just going to continue to grow and grow and grow. So I don't get why none of these politicians, none of these journalists are taking the time to actually listen to people's concerns. If they did, and they didn't gaslight you, and they didn't continue to label you some kind of, you know, extremist on one side of it, then I think we'd have a chance of having a sensible conversation. But you can't.
So that's where it goes down the lines of, though, that it's all preset and planned, isn't it? 5 years in advance. It's a script written that they will not deter away from.
Well, you'd have to think with, you know, Shabama Mahmood has come out and it almost looks like they're going to ban the right to protest now, doesn't it? It looks like because of the pro-Palestine marches and the stuff that's gone on, they're going to use that as a thing to break up people's right to protest. So again, they just don't want anybody to have an opinion or tell the truth. They want their narrative, and if their narrative is not enforced through, then they're going to do everything they can to change the legislation. So basically, they say one thing and they do something, and you can do nothing about it.
But that's going back to this whole freedom of speech, and we live in a free society where you said that not long ago. It's bullshit, because it's like, yeah, you can walk out that door, you are free to walk out that door, but if you walk out that door, you're getting shot.
Yeah. So
go on, you can go and protest. I'm allowing you to go and protest, but if you protest, I'm going to put you in jail. So there's no such thing as freedom of speech in this country. It's if you're not aligned with their thinking and their ethos and what they want to put across, then you're going to go to jail.
And that's unfortunately the way, you know, they've allowed that kind of fear into the lexicon. You know, people now, you've had somebody who's been burning a religious book outside of a Turkish embassy be attacked by somebody who's not happy with somebody burning a religious book with a knife, and the person burning the book goes to jail, and the person attacking the person burning the book with a knife doesn't go to jail. And yet you've got a woman who was tweeted about, you know, burning down a hotel and then deleted it within the hour, go to jail. And yet somebody who's actually attacked someone with a knife not go to jail and kick someone around the floor. And you go, how is that? Like, how can that be seen as a justice system?
Well, again, today, it's something similar's happened. What was the hotel that in London down south where they all...
Epping.
Okay, so the Bell Hotel in Epping. Protesters, there was 3 protesters in the Bell Hotel in Epping. I've just now had longer sentences than the actual criminal who they were protesting against for what did it, was it rape?
Sexual assault.
Sexual assault. Okay, so he was like, so the protesters have been jail. I've got a longer sentence than the sexual assaulter.
This is the thing. Someone just put in the chat here, Liam again. 30 people on average in the UK are arrested every single day for tweets.
That's 29 of you.
No, they haven't. I've managed to stay off their agenda, but no doubt it's because they're already, you know, I've got a case in November with them, haven't I, on this? And again, it's one of those things, isn't it? If you read into the European Court of Human Rights, you have the right to express yourself. You have a freedom to have an opinion and formulate an opinion. And I don't get why if it is a mad opinion, then surely we should want them expressed, like Gary Neville's. You want it expressed so you can see how much of a plonker he actually is.
I was going to say that, yeah.
No, I'm not wanting them sacked off Sky for this.
I'm going to agree with you 100%. I don't want him sacked. I don't want him silenced. I mean, boycotting Sky and all that. Okay, yeah. He's got an opinion. His opinion is his opinion. And we can... It's good that we're seeing his opinion coming out because he's showing everyone how much of a bellend he is. So let's challenge his opinion. I don't want him to be silenced. I want him to put his head back up on the parapet again and just say, listen, here's how much of a tit I am. Listen to what I've got to say today. And then we fucking go at him again.
Well, that's the thing. You want to hear what people have got to say, so you can have a debate and discuss it, and the pros and cons of it. We don't agree with Gary, clearly. Lots of people don't. It's interesting that Simon Jordan's taking him to task. I was surprised, to be honest, when I seen it, because I thought, there might be
repercussions.
There might be a repercussion for that, but fair play to him for saying it as it is, and he's obviously felt strongly enough on it to say that. And I can't say I disagree with him. I don't agree with Simon on everything, but certainly on that, I think he got it right.
You'd be daft if you'd agreed with everyone on everything he said, because you're just a fucking sheep if you do. And so agreeing with Simon or Jordan on this, I agree 100% agree with him. Don't agree with him on lots of other stuff. So
I've seen Robert Jenrick, who's the Tory MP, losing his head this morning about
he fucking did,
October 7th, saying that the pro-Palestinian marches arranged for the 2-year anniversary of what was in essence a heinous crime of going across the border, and they still haven't released all the hostages from that escalation, shall we say. Some people say it was the start of the war there. Other people say it's just an escalation of an ongoing situation that's been rumbling on for a long period of time. But either way, I don't think, and I've kind of come round to kind of Douglas Murray's way of thinking of, I don't think you can start a war and then be disappointed or ask for kind of forgiveness if it starts going away from you. Unfortunately, if you start a war, which, when they go over the border into Israel, they've unleashed a wrath that they didn't think was probably coming their way, Hamas. In the midst of that, you've got lots of innocent people caught up, which is terrible. But also, I don't think now that they're on the back foot, they've been offered peace. It doesn't, they get offered peace, and within 48 hours of that, there's a terrorist attack in this country. So did they really want peace, or is it just their time out to recoup the forces and go again?
I think the magic man lives in the sky. He's got too much to say in peace or no peace. And if you don't believe in their magic man lives in the sky and the way he acts and the way he does it, you're supposed to portray your life because of him, then they don't want peace. They want death to everyone. So they want jihad.
Yeah, they do. Simbox fired in here saying this Labour Party, or Starmer in apostrophes, is genuinely being run like a fascist dictatorship, and no one can see it for some reason, which is ironic because they've been labelling the right of these actions.
Yeah, well, it is late. It's especially with the likes of saying it's a free society and free speech, etc. But then you're going to punish everyone who says something you don't agree with. That's definitely running it like a far-right organisation, is it?
Well, he's clearly, I don't know whether you've seen the video of him doing the rounds. There was a guy who used to have a chat show on the telly years ago. Can't remember his name, grey haired. It was doing the rounds today. And Starmer is sitting at the back like a little twerp in his suit. He's had the thing where he's had the ID card in the Czechoslovakian Communist Party. He's clearly part of this new Fabian, this neo-Marxist kind of communist-like think tank that has got ideas of pulling us towards this kind of digital communism mixed with capitalism version of fucking that China have got, that where you can control everything in this central bank currency and everything else that spins out off the back of that. And I just think he's a dangerous little man who surrounds himself with weak people. And the quicker we can get him out of government, the quicker we can get this Labour government out of government, the better. Now, unfortunately, I know the Conservatives have got a party conference in Manchester, and I think she's okay, Kemi Badenoch, but I just don't think she's going to be able to pull the Conservatives out of the tailspin they're in. And that leaves Nigel Farage sitting there. And it's interesting that the Labour Party conference in Liverpool have leaded Farage and drilled this kind of far right and racist rhetoric into their supporters' minds. And on the other side of that, in the Tory party conference, from what I've heard so far, they're doing exactly the same. So both of them are targeting Farage, which I think will feed right into Farage's hands. I mean, they're going to make huge traction at the next election. I don't believe in reform. I don't believe in Nigel Farage. I think he's a self-serving, narcissistic politician who'll say anything pretty much to get himself, what a finish. Oh, it's gone over. Thought he chipped the keeper. I think he'll say anything for Farage to get votes. But also, the political landscape is that bad. It's like, who else can get us out of this mess?
Listen, there's been rumours that Andy Burnham's going to challenge for it, and I do like Andy. Obviously, I don't agree with everything he's ever done, said, voted for in the past. But I don't know. I'm not going to agree with everyone. So you got to take. Is it the best of a bad bunch? The best of a... I've missed that. I just think, for me, if Andy Burnham got into Labour, he's the one who I think... I know all the wrong he's done. What?
Labour can't stay in, or they can't. I don't even think Labour can be reformed.
I don't think Labour will... I don't think Labour will let him in, because he's too northern. He's too part of the people. He's too, like... I don't know, he's just not southern enough. He's not, like, establishment enough. For me, I don't know.
Conor Mac, yeah. I don't know. Is that
this Advance?
Yeah, Conor Mac's come on, yeah.
Advance is Ben Habib, isn't it? He's had the split, because obviously I think Farage is taking out Rupert Lowe and Ben Habib because they could potentially be leaders of his party. So he's obviously insulated himself against that. In the midst of that, he's obviously decided to remove them from the party, which I felt was harsh. But also, he's intent on getting power next general election. I mean, we've got to wait 4 years, but I can see them making huge progress. I mean, I don't know how the land's gonna lie when we get to that election, but I would imagine Labour are going to continue on this downward spiral because they go from week to week, from chaos to chaos.
Yeah, I just really am sitting back.
Mark Neville, I was the faith militant of Game of Thrones. What's that mean?
I have no idea. People talking about Game of Thrones here. I don't know what
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. They were meant to be releasing something.
What's the faith militant?
Not going to do the faith. Mark, what's the faith militant mean of Game of Thrones?
You only dropped £2, so it can't be that big.
No, it must have been. Was you an extra? And that's why you only give it £2.
Yeah, it's one of those. Yeah, someone's put up on here. Hugh Edwards of the BBC. 7 category images of children got suspended sentence.
It's just if that doesn't scream two-tier.
It says Peter Nunn was jailed for 18 weeks for sending an abusive tweet.
If that doesn't scream a two-tier system, what does?
Yeah, I mean, look, there is
encouraging paedophilia.
That's interesting. Corbyn's pivoted again, hasn't he? Corbyn's doing some mad stuff.
Yeah, he's got some. I like Corbyn, but he's just got some of his. He's just too batshit crazy for me. He's too I don't think economically he's clever enough, Corbyn either. Some of the stuff he goes on about, thinking you need to pay some top economists of this country if you want to get a chance of going anywhere. But
Dave Sanderson saying, have you seen the state of Manchester and you think Andy Burnham is the answer? I don't, but he does. I don't think we have a political answer. Yeah. I'm fed up with them all. Can you get rid of them all? Can you just say, all these fuck off?
Well, that's where it's going to Davos, isn't it? Where it's just going to be one government.
Let's fucking AI control us all. There's no fucking corruption in it.
But have you been...
This, for me, is why you're getting this rise in Marxism, because the kids are now going, all of our jobs, or most of our jobs, are going to be replaced by AI. We can't afford to buy a house and get on the property ladder. So we might as well do away with all the rich people. Away with all the rich people. That's where Marxism is on the rise, because the kids are demoralised by the rise of AI and also the cost of living and the cost of getting on the property market.
Anthony Myers, that's a great shout. That Labour or Tories like picking Phil or Gary Neville for your next manager.
Have you Well, the Green Party have come out with some absolute imbecile who's got mad policies there. You've got Owen Jones, I've seen the Labour fella cuddling up to the because the left have cuddled up to Islam now. That's what's happened. Like, they're all cuddling Palestine, they're cuddling up to it, and unfortunately, they're going to find out that the minute they get what they need, all the queers for Palestine, you go, yeah, do us a favour, mate, can you get that parcel for me off the 907th floor there, please, pal? Yeah, no, it's just on the edge there, pal. Just on the edge.
Closer.
Get yourself off there. Like, I believe I can fly. Well, you can't now, because you remember you were going free Palestine. Look what's happened to you now.
Have you been paying any attention to that new news agent channel?
Gary Neville, $4.99. Let's have it then, Joey, your sausage. I fucking wish that was you. Wish that was you.
Me?
It's one of you bellends.
It's really Gary Neville. You've been there, right?
G-Nev. John Robson's put Green Party has just said they would legalise drugs. All of a sudden, the Green Party is that. What was it? It was Zach Polanski. Even if you legalise all drugs, I will still not vote for you, you fucking amoeba.
The Green Party run Bristol a bit. One of my mates in work was saying the Green Party run Bristol. He was down there. As long as you have like a little bit on you, they're not even asked.
I don't think they've got any. Oh, they got Brighton. I think it's the only constituent.
No, they got Bristol. Sure, they got.
Well, imagine the Green Party get in. They're going to go even further down this energy net fucking nonsense pottery and just kill everybody, aren't they? Because the minute we've got no energy, we're fucked.
Have you been seeing any of that news agents? Their content.
I've seen a bit. Are you on about Emily Mateless and Sopal and all that? Yeah. And the little twerp. I can't remember his name. He's like a little pompous twerp. I don't know what his name is. The young lad.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're
MSM still.
Yeah. They've what's happened there because of COVID. All of these organisations that have said what they've said with the old CVID have just blew through the credibility. Like they've lost it. Like people just know that they're bought and paid for by whoever wants to push whatever message. Yeah. So they've all they're all pivoting away from these organisations and setting up on their own and just cannibalising each other. Look at how many people now are across the podcast space. Everyone's setting up, going, I need to get away from the fucking BBC or I need to get away from him because he's a fucking crackpot. So it's now every man for themselves. Or woman. Sorry, I sound like Life of Brian. Every man or woman for themselves. What have the Romans ever done for us?
I want to be a woman.
Oh,
apart from the roads.
He's got the right. Yeah.
I'm going to watch that again.
Oh, God. Anyway.
Go on.
So what's happened then is people have pivoted and obviously you've got a competitive landscape there where now, you know, they're realising, as I said earlier, someone told me the overlap make 20 grand an episode per person, so that's fucking 100 grand to go. I'm like, I don't think Arnie are selling that many pair of tabs, are they? So clearly...
It's Arnie doing butties with that account.
Well, clearly they're doing well, aren't they? That's what someone said. So the podcast space...
sponsored by Sky.
The rest is politics and Gary Lineker and all that kind of space is obviously doing quite well.
Ban all Garys. Would that be a problem?
No, what are you doing that for?
Why? You want to hear them? Surely you want to hear them.
Gary's are the best.
Surely you want to hear them.
Not your kind of Gary.
Les Bannans put, Joe, we need a response to the HMRC fella taxing you.
He did do you a bit there, didn't he?
I don't think when I went through it,
not your first part.
He's not called me lying, has he?
Your first part with all the shit.
He didn't get you the way he's got people like lying. He's got you saying about earrings and started putting pictures of Ronaldo.
He said the game that you mentioned, what was meant to be after it, was basically before it. That was all. So it
was the season. It was the game before, after.
Yeah, he's not got you. Like he gets other people. I thought.
Lad, he's called fucking Carlton Palmer saying they played against John Terry in 1991. John Terry was like 7, weren't he? John Terry's responded to it. As I say, I was trying to be nice there, saying, and he's thinking, like, I'm trying to have a pop at him. I was giving him a bit of credibility, I think he's just saying, like, come on, lad, he's doing well. I think that's just what he
does. He's just doing that for views, fair play.
He's doing the clicks.
I know what's happened there. He doesn't know how to take a compliment, so he's decided to like push back on it because he doesn't know how to take a hug.
He's woke up and gone, listen, Joe's come after me. If I fucking get him in.
Saying he was good.
But you know what I'm saying? Joe's come at me so if I can get him in the fish and I can get one on him.
He thought this will go viral.
That's exactly what he's done.
And even in the comments I was looking, I was like,
I didn't realise it put a bit of traction on him though, so I'd look through. I haven't seen his videos before. It just popped up on my feed, and when I seen it, he'd done some better numbers than he's been doing.
Well, that's why he done it.
So boss, listen, keep up the good work, as I say. Not trying to fucking like charm you or anything. I was just saying that you're doing good work in the podcast space. Alright, so set yourself down, otherwise I'll get you in the car park, see how many keep-ups you can do. Chatting about footy. You know what I mean? Stay humble. Talking to elite level, 1%.
Gotta say that, 1%. Someone's put here, Jill Scott's on 20 grand an episode.
That's what I'm hearing, lad. I don't know for sure, but that's what I'm getting told. Like, I haven't watched the full thing. I've seen the clips of this. I don't watch the full one. But people say, whenever Jill opens a trap, people are just like... fucking shut the fuck up. People are just looking at it thinking, sure,
we'll find out. Well, we know Callum's like quite a fan, so he'll get it. He'll get.
Lad, people aren't going to give us stuff on the record, especially when they're making decent content like that.
Not on the record. We'll find out through the grapevine if Callum
making decent content.
Not a chance. He's paying me 20 because it's his show, isn't it? It's Neville's show.
Someone's saying, can we? Kerry Scales, Jay Rodriguez, Jay Raindog, sorry, what's it, Rodriguez? Can you see there being 2 more goals in that game? Honestly, lad, I haven't even watched that much of this game. It's just on in the background.
But you piss out of me for not watching.
No, I'm watching a bit of it, like, but I'm not obsessed with it. There's, Cambo's got half the chat on one thing and half the game on the other.
Mason Benny.
I'd be looking at
Mason Benny was at Derby.
From Derby, yeah.
I can see there being another goal in this game. I can't see there being 2.
Someone said before that they've gone big on over 2.5. Someone said before.
Someone saying Jill was stuffing her face with mini rolls and didn't have a clue Kenny Dalglish was.
Oh, it was. I felt, you know what? I felt a bit arse on it because Kenny was like, he just looked at it and said, right, yeah, nice to meet you, and then just spoke to the lads. You know what I mean? It was just like she was sat next to him. They shouldn't have put her there. They should have put someone else because she was in picture with him. And Kenny just looked at her and gone, nodded and just spoke to fucking Ian Wright and Carragher and just gone, like, oh, fuck it, I felt
do you want a drink?
Yeah.
What do you want?
Anyone, lad. Yeah, I'd love a brew if you want to do a brew, yeah. Parched there.
He used all the saliva spitting at that Neville.
No, we've walloped the old Goff juice there. The Goff juice being absolutely flat, lad. Feel like a fucking vampire here. I feel like turning into a fucking...
Yeah. He's going to sit on the floor and start laying eggs in a minute.
We're wrestling crocodiles tonight, lad.
I'm going to get a tongue piercing on the way out. We've just decided after swigging that off. We're going to eyebrow piercing.
To go with nipple piercings?
No. Eyebrow piercing. Hey, lad, I'm back on the fitness trail, I'll have you know. Back on the fitness trail.
Lad,
I've covered most of the stuff I wanted to cover, apart from the sad news about Lewis Moody I seen today.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's Doddy Weir, Rob Burrow, and we've had John Stiles on the podcast who spoke about some of the stuff that's going on with the men's game of football and CTE and some of the head injuries. So it was Lewis Moody. I remember watching him for England. Fucking hell, game as a badger. He'd throw his head in where most people wouldn't throw the feet. He was game as a badger. And for me, unfortunately, that bravery comes with a side order of fucking pain and problems down the line, whether you break bones or whether you banged your head. And it was sad to see him talking about, obviously, his diagnosis there.
Do you reckon there will be, I know there's already been rumours on it, a link with trauma in the future for this disease? Because it just seems to me there's a lot of people who've had heavy trauma in their life in terms of sport.
Do you mean that as in physical trauma?
As in physical trauma. Reckon we'll find a link in the future.
Surely there's got to be, hasn't it?
Because there's in terms of numbers.
The impact that them boys have in a game.
Oh, just especially the
already been linked?
No.
Well, CTE's been linked, hasn't it?
CTE's been linked, but no motor neuron disease.
Oh.
There's been stuff in the NFL with the CTE, wasn't there, with players? Because you can only find out of something after you've died if you donate your brain.
Have you seen that documentary on that kid?
Yeah, concussion.
Wild. No. The big...
Oh, yeah, I've seen that. Wow. Yeah, he's wild boy, isn't he?
Wow.
Wild boy.
That was a great one.
Unfortunately, like, if you play contact sports, then there's going to be consequences for the contact further down the line. You see that with many boxers, obviously. We didn't realise the extent it gets into football, but obviously rugby you would imagine based on how many collisions they have in that sport.
Yeah.
And again, I was talking to John Stiles today. Actually sent me a text on something else about the PFA, and the fact that there's something going on with the PFA, the Football Association, about ex-players. Like, the kind of anyone who stops playing or something, they're kind of stepping away from them, as if, like, once you stop playing, you're not part of it. So we need to get a bit more info on that, because it did worry me.
Well, Crystal Palace,
but it's been taken over by Malaraffery or something like that.
Well, I know that happens as you leave the game, but also Palace done a good thing. You've seen what they've just opened on their academy, Crystal Palace.
No.
So if you get released as a young kid, they've opened like an academy for you there. So anyone that's released doesn't just say, right, you're gone. They sort of go to this like little secondary part and help them get whatever, if it's qualifications or if it's another club, or so they just help them just keep them going at the club. I think that's been missing in football for a long time, especially in youngsters, because there's a lot of young kids out there who get released very young, and then we've seen it, like close friends of ours have got released from clubs and the life's just gone. Basically.
Well, it's broader now as well, because you've got kids going into clubs at 5 and 6. So like that's all they believe all their life. 15.
And then when they get to 16, you're not good enough, and you've been told since you're age 5 and 6 you're going to be a footy player. It's dangerous, and we know it's dangerous. We've seen it firsthand.
Yeah, listen. Unfortunately, if you're aiming for the top of Everest, mate, you fucking fall off on the way. It's going to fucking stink. So.
Oh no, but listen,
it is what it is. It's meant to be hard for a reason.
I know, but I'm saying not everyone can deal with it the same. Everyone deals with it.
Who gives a fuck?
Well,
at the end of the day, if you go for the top of Everest and you don't make it, tough titty, go and fucking lick your wounds and stop fucking sulking and get after it. It's meant to be hard for a reason. It's meant to be really, really difficult. That's why statistically, you're more likely to be hit by a meteorite than you are to play in the Premier League. It's a fucking difficult thing to do, getting even more difficult because the amount of money involved and the amount of players coming from all over the planet now to play in our league. It's the most competitive league in the world. If you aren't ready for that, tough titty. Not for you, pal.
Yeah, no, well, listen.
You want to fight in the UFC? Tough shit. You're going to have to take some fucking punishment to put some hard work in to get there. If you're not ready for that and you fucking get your feelings fucking unhurt or your nipples in a twist because you can't fucking, then tough shit's not for you. The filters are there to keep you out of it. Exactly for when you fucking want to give in. At the amount of times I heard Jeremy Doherty do an interview this week, it was a brilliant interview. I mentioned it Friday saying to kids, go and listen to it. Jeremy Doherty, who's a phenomenal talent, probably been a great talent since he's been a fucking nipper, and saying how many times he was faced with the conundrum of fucking giving up or he's not going to be good enough or crisis of confidence, and how many times he got injured and then you have to keep battling and keep fucking fighting through, and then you get there. And then when you get there, the fight continues to stay there because of the level of competition you're playing at. And if you're not ready to sign yourself up for the rest of your life for that, then unfortunately, pal, it's not for you. If you're there because you want the fucking supermodel bed and all the dough and all the boss clothes and the boss car and your fucking nipples rubbed for 24 fucking hours a day, everyone telling you how boss you are, then that's not going to be the game for you, mate, because the wind and the storm is going to come and the fucking wind's going to blow and it's going to fucking push you into dark parts of your psychology. And if you don't have the answers for it, you're fucked and no one can help you because the social media landscape now, it must be brutal. And if you've got that voice in your head telling you you're not good enough and for 1 minute you believe that, you're fucking cooked in this game. Because there's that many fucking sick bastards like me out there who don't have that thought in their head, who are going, it comes in and you go, shut up, you cunt, we're doing this, we're getting this done. You're not going to be good enough, shut up, you cunt, watch, I'm going to do it. And you just got to keep telling yourself, that voice is always in your head, but you just got to keep telling yourself all that. And losers, weak people are just going to wait, and then the fucking minute the storm buffets them, the foundation's built on sand, and then they're in every booze, every pub will go in. Here's Brian here, could have made it, fucking hell, got an injury, coach didn't like him, fucking hell, who cares? Didn't, fuck off, we don't care. There's a gazillion ex-boss footballers in every pub, in every fucking major city in this country.
Who could have made it? And
then I say, well, I'm not arsed, mate, because see all them on to tell you, you know, they all did make it. They all got the fucking job done.
That's part of, you're right, and that's why I always, I don't think there's ever any...
This culture of weakness and softness and feeling sorry for people.
You get a lot of people saying...
Oh, his feelings.
Oh, he was a shit Premier League footballer. I don't think there's ever been you can't be a shit Premier League footballer.
Lad, you can't. I've watched Jack Harrison before.
No. Hack
Jarrison.
I don't think you can be a shit Premier League footballer.
No, it's relative, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? But I'm saying, like, this is the thing about people, like, if you're going to do something that's really, really difficult, right? There's going to be chaos on the way to get there. Because there's that many people who want to do it. Like, it's not going to be easy. The reason it's fucking even harder than you'd ever imagine is because that's why it's so fucking difficult to do.
Yeah. Well, if it was easy, everyone would do it.
Of course. So actually embrace the hardship. Embrace the fact that people are going to say stuff to you that's going to fucking really fucking test you. Like, I'm out Sunday and I see 5,000 fucking people, positive interactions. One Ure walk. I'm just literally parked my car, walk past. As I walk past, knobhead. I went, what? He went, you Joey Barton? I went, yeah. He went, you're a knobhead.
Where?
Yeah. In Liverpool. So he was about 24. By the way, I'm just looking at him I'm like, it's interesting for me because I don't know who you are. And he's with his old man. His old man, baldy headed fella. Bit of an ure you can see. He looked like a gay man. It looks like it was a fella who's been married and had a kid, but then figured out he was gay. And he was on an afternoon jolly with his son who's about 24.
Did he eat cranberry jaffa
mad
cakes?
Dr. Martens on, these mad corduroy cakes. You can see his our fella doesn't know, and that's led into the kid being able to think he can say what he said. Luckily, I was in a nice frame of mind, but people like that, I go, you just can't say that to people. Like, you're walking down the street at your age, and the reason you're saying what you're saying is you don't know what it feels like to get fucking punched right in the face. Because if you did, you wouldn't say that, because you could get yourself knocked out and your fucking stupid fucking gay fella knocked out with you, right? Because You don't walk around the streets unless you're fucking Johnny Concrete calling people knobheads. Not where I grew up, you don't. Because if you do, there's a price to pay for that. Now, if he's walking through an area where I grew up saying that to people, that could be the end of the line for him. That could be his last stop on the fucking tube station. So if you really believe that, say it. But if you're not about that life, or you believe that women should be fucking allowed to speak about footy on the men's footy, then fine, no problem, we can disagree on that. But to call me a knobhead in public, I'm like, hey, that's not okay. So you know who you are. Next time, I'll fill you in, and I'll fill your dad in right after it, and I'll film it, I'll put it on the internet, and that'll be the last time you ever fucking speak ill to me, all right? So you've had a joggy there, you little twerp, and your dad's had the joggy. The worst thing about it was the dad turned around and started laughing, and I was almost looking at him to say, you've got to go away at some point and say to your son, that's not okay. And I should have gone and filled the pair of them in and taught them a lesson for humanity, that yous aren't okay to be going around town thinking you can say that to people. Now, if I'd said anything to them or had a cross word with them, obviously you can say what you want, but don't just walk past people thinking, now, if you are of that life and that's what you want, no problem. But you know who yous are. Next time you do it, you'll be getting put on the internet, making an absolute show of yourself.
People like that will get the comeuppance in the end. They will, but they'll say it to someone and who won't just say, fuck it, I'm going to just give them a smack. They can't be saying that.
Well, luckily for them, I've had to learn that lesson. But if they'd have met me at a different part of my journey,
they met you Saturday night,
they may well have been internet famous, because I was like, I don't know who you are. You could disagree with me on loads of things. If you disagree with me, come up and say, I don't agree with you on this, or I think you're a knobhead because of this. Don't just, as I walk past, shout knobhead. Because luckily he's met me in a good mood at a good time when it wasn't me time of the month.
I can imagine
if
your
it had been me time of the month there,
I can imagine your face.
You could have been TikTok famous.
Knobhead.
Getting yourselves starched out. You and your dad on a dad and lads trip, getting yourselves flattened and fingery bummed and put on the internet. Because the next person I have to starch out is getting
internet famous.
Is going to be properly famous. That's all I'm going to say to you. Next person I have to step outside of the laws of this realm on, you're going to be made severely famous. Famous beyond your wildest belief.
One thing I can say about this game is it is miles better than WSL.
You said before we kicked off here that it was going to be, they can kick the ball over 20 yards.
They can run.
They can run like they're not underwater. This could be a good goal if it's that.
Oh, see, they can do that.
Oh, it's got to be.
Got to be. Off the line.
Someone's sweating on a couple of goals.
Someone's sweating on a goal.
There's one goal in it. Someone's gone big on over 2.5. So I don't know what big means, but
£2.50. Both teams have scored. Brentford killed my bet yesterday. Me 6-teamer.
Did they have a sniff, Brentford? I didn't see that.
Thiago 1-on-1.
Someone's put who wins the league this year. All right, we're 7 games in. 7 games in.
Donkey.
Who wins the league this year?
I'm going to put my fork in the road. I'm going to say Arsenal, not fork in the road.
What does that mean?
Mikel Arteta.
What does that mean?
Is this because you got the RAF communication?
I'm going to be flagging the ground and say,
Arsenal?
I'm Arsenal. I reckon it's
City.
Oh, see that?
You think City?
Yeah.
Another chance, my God. Conor Mack. You fancy him there as well?
Did he ever play for Everton,
City?
Conor?
Yeah.
I'll go City.
Who are you saying for the title this year?
Everton.
Arsenal.
I hope not, because that'll be unbearable.
If you don't say Everton, you're a shitbag.
I you know my thoughts on Pep, but I think Colo Torre settled the fuck right down since he got fucking levelled on here, which is good, obviously taken into account.
So
and I think City,
do a poll.
I think City have got the best number 9. I think they've got the best goalie. I think they've got Ruben Diaz back out of it. He's fucking obviously got himself out of the big wahoo-wahoos.
My jammers, knockers.
Pipe down off them. The big thing is Rodri just tweaked his abductor a little bit there, just a bit tight from the load. But with that spine of the team, Donnarumma, Ruben Diaz, Rodri and Haaland, I just don't see how anybody finishes above them in a table. And Arsenal, I think there's a lot to be said for knowing your way to the line. I just think the nervousness and the fucking Arteta nonsense and his emotional fucking behaviour and his bringing in a light bulb and fucking sticking it in his ass to go, look at this fucking lighting up, what does that mean? We're fucking going to win this game.
Bringing the RAF pilots
yeah, whatever. He's adopted the giraffe here called Away Win or something. So he got a dog called Win, and he adopted the giraffe from the zoo called Away Win. And obviously to bring him in to do defensive set plays, you've got to get it over the giraffe, and if the lads can win the header against the giraffe, obviously it gives them a set play goal. So it's one of those things where I don't think Arsenal, I think they're going to be right there, but I just think City's nous, and I just think City
experience.
Just they know the way to that line. I think
I'm
Liverpool are going to be in it. I think Liverpool will eventually settle down, but I just think Mo Salah's gone. I think he's done.
Is it just a 3-horse race, do you think?
I think he's done. I mean, Everton have got to start
Who else can
scoring more goals, haven't they, to
Newcastle?
get in it? Like, Everton have got to...
Who else can challenge that?
Where are we now? 7th?
Shut up with Everton. They're not
Lad,
even...
we've tonked yous at Anfield.
2-1. 4 points behind Liverpool.
Are we? And we've got no European commitment. We've got ourselves out the League Cup double early. Obviously, Moisey's thinking go for the title there, and you can see rotating the squad.
That's unlucky, that pass.
Chelsea get in it. I can't see Chelsea getting in it.
Tottenham are up there.
No.
Bournemouth.
No.
Crystal Palace.
No. Palace are not bad, by the way. Palace could give the top four, top 5 a scare. Their thing is,
who's fourth?
I think if Man U sack Hamilton, I think they go for Glasner. I think Man United will go for Glasner.
Also with Palace, if they get 1 or 2 injuries, because they've got no squad depth,
depth,
and they're already playing in Europe.
Do you know what? You think that Nketiah came on, and listen, he wasn't as good as Mateta for them, and obviously Jefferson Lerma came on. Then they were into a couple of younger kids. There was a lad who wasn't even on the programme, number 55, young kid came on. I'm with you, and the European commitment's going to take its strain on them. But they're a really well-coached team, and the way they play for the Premier League, I think the Premier League's a counter-attacking league. If you're not in the kind of big group of clubs, I think it's a counter-attacking league. And Palace are perfectly set up to cause lots of teams problems. Oh, got a goal. What a goal, crew.
Nice, lad.
What a finish, by the way.
Definitely had over 2.5. City went big.
What a finish.
Yeah, I could have cashed out at 180 yesterday before kick-off. Let it ride.
So you couldn't have seen a goal like that in the Whistle League?
Oh, listen, Chloe Kelly has got out with her eyes shut.
She actually scored a decent goal the other day.
Did she,
Yeah.
Lad, I turned over. I told you Saturday morning. I've got the coupons. Got the coupon on. Settled down for me footy. Bosh, footy focus is on. And I've got 2 women on there, Chris Sutton. So Chris Sutton is one of the world's most boring men on anyway.
He is actually, yeah.
And you've got Alex Scott on there, who has just not got any better. She's just poor.
Deflected.
Steph Orton's on there, and she's just got this Sunderland one-tone voice of...
Has it?
Of just...
Don't think so, you know.
Like monotone voice. So I've had to listen to that.
No,
flip over.
Just a tiny touch it has.
Little clip. Flip over, thinking, all right, the footy will be on. It's like 12:30. So we'll go to 4:01, and obviously the nonsense pottery's on there. Man City against Arsenal cosplay, and you've got I think the Cabbage Patch is doing the commentary. So I'm like, for fuck's sake, fucking 4:10, obviously TNT, and I get the game on. Obviously the Tottenham Leeds, who's on there. Noise pollution again, doing the co-coms. So I was like, can we not escape? How can we not escape this? It seems like nobody wants this who consumes the product. And yet, everywhere we turn, there's a fucking nonsense potter fucking hiding, waiting to give their fucking tuppence worth.
Okay, here's one here. The women are playing at the Hill Dickinson Stadium this weekend.
So, I know I've heard this, and Everton's academy team or youth team have been forced to fucking play on Wally Hall Park. So there was a game on the reserve team the other night.
What's happened to Goodison?
The fucking nonsense potters have got it.
They want to they're going to play at Il Dico.
Exactly.
So you give them Goodison, which is the old lady, like a historic football ground, one of the most historic football grounds in the country, an iconic football ground. Go and play there week in, week out. Okay. Go and fill it. No, we don't want. We want your stadium now.
Who wins the league? So again, you must know this. So, right, and this might just be a thing with with women in general. When my wife moved in and she was my still girlfriend, can I use that dress? Yeah, use that dressing room. So the dressing room next minute. Stuff creeping into my dressing room here. And then we got a bathroom with split things, and all of a sudden, and then I'm like, I open my drawer and I go,
my drawer is full of bed socks.
Like, I said to her, I said, this must what it feels like to be Czechoslovakian in 1938, 39. All of a sudden I go, how have your wash bags, how have your tanks ended up, how are your tanks in my, I'm just, so I'm like, before you know it, your draw's gone, and you go, and then you've lost another cupboard, and you go,
What's the
fucking hell, I had that draw last week.
What's the famous saying? Give them an inch
and take a mile.
And it's the same clearly here. We've got the nonsense Potters who used to play at Wally Old Park in front of fucking 2 men and a dog.
700
who've now
people.
gone to Goodison, and the youth team have now, or the reserve team have now been moved to Wally Old Park for proper games, and the nonsense Potters are fucking playing to a load of empty seats at Goodison. It's mental.
So the results of the poll there, we had Arsenal 29%, Liverpool 29%, City 27%. Other 15, who thinks someone else is going to win the league?
Newcastle, Tottenham,
Not win the league.
Chelsea.
Chelsea.
Chelsea have got.
Don't juice. Chelsea got a good enough side to win the league. They have got. Listen, they need a lot to go right for them, but they've got ability. Chelsea. The only thing I would worry about is the goalie. I don't think the goalie's good enough.
I just really enjoyed the way both the teams played yesterday. They both wanted to win the game.
They both want. That's part of our problem. We try and win the game a little bit too much. Is we just maybe need to sometimes settle it down a bit. When we sort of twisting when we should be sticking, we should be twisting Liverpool sometimes. That's what we done yesterday. But it was open. For the neutral, it was a good watch. But you fucking knew that was coming again.
We got 6 minutes of stoppage time here. Crew leading 2-1. Mason Bennett going to limp off. He's wasting his own time here.
He's had an hard paper around him, hasn't he?
Oh, yeah.
26.
Is that what he
come
is?
through a derby when he was like 17, didn't he?
16 or 15 maybe.
Oh yeah, it might
I
have been.
think Crew were unlucky, weren't they, not to get in the playoffs last year? Did he miss out quite late in the playoffs last year?
What about Walsall last year in League 2?
Walsall fell apart, didn't he? I seen Walsall tipped off Bristol Rovers. Bristol Rovers took the lead in that game, and then Walsall came back and won 2-1. So it's a strange old league, is League 2 at the minute. I couldn't pick the fucking winner that out. I do think Swindon are going to win it, but then you had MK turned up finally against Gillingham. Said to your MK, you've got a good side. They were 3-0 up and then made it an airy ride for 3-2. I had Swindon, didn't I, in the over 2.5 goals. They've done a real professional job by the looks of it and got a 1-0 win to consolidate the position at the top. But then we were mixed with AI at the weekend, Josh, on the Friday. We had a little bit of an ChatGPT strategy, and 4 bets we put up, and two of the 4 came in. I mean,
I've seen the one was unlucky with picked a couple of tight games and he drew, and then if you were talking about if you would have backed the draws in them.
yeah, I mean,
But obviously it didn't advise that, did it?
it was saying if you were betting as a professional gambler that you should obviously, you know, if you're betting £100 and you make 120, that's a good return. Obviously, you're not trying to make 200, so it's actually incremental, lower risk, but obviously, you know, more success. So it was also, it did throw out the draw in the Juve AC Milan game. I ended up watching that last night. It finished 0-0. There was a few scary moments at the end, but you know, it was on the whole. It also said to me about Kilmarnock beating St Mirren. St Mirren were third in the SPL. Kilmarnock, I think, beat them 2 or 3-0. And it said the pitch would be a factor, so it got a lot right. I mean, it did say Leipzig had beat Dortmund, and it also said Coventry at Chef Wed being a tough place to go, but they were 2-0 up. Coventry within.
5-0.
Yeah, when the fans were on the pitch, weren't they? The fans invaded the pitch and were singing against the owner. So there's,
It was a championship.
I mean,
club in
to be
that
fair to Lampard,
predicament.
he's the worst manager I've seen at Everton. But he's done a good job at Coventry and obviously got them going well. So you would have to, someone put earlier on in the chat, you know, if Ange goes, would Forrest take Lampard?
I don't think Lampard should leave Coventry. I think he gets them back in the. I think he gets them in the Prem, does well with them, and then goes on to the bigger job.
Someone's saying here, GB News is going heavy on Gary Neville.
I think everyone should be as well.
But there's not going to be no.
What's going to happen? Is he going to come out? Do you think he'll apologise?
No, fully fuck. You just get me. He's being made an absolute twat of. You'll say something else in a few months, and I made a twat of again, and then people just get bored of it. That's what'll happen.
He seems to get away with a bit. I mean, you know, in terms of like the pressure on him here is not going to come from Sky, because Sky's woke, isn't it? There's not going to be no pressure from Sky.
No, yes.
You know, he's such a valuable commodity to them in terms of, you know, the overlap and all that kind of thing that he does. But the problem's going to be, you know, when he's moving around now, Gary, because he's obviously not well liked anyway. You know, a lot of people don't like him just because he was a obnoxious kind of character when he played. And I think now as he moves around now, I think he's going to really feel the wrath of people who were like, hey, you fucking jumped up little fucker, you fucking cheeky cunt, like saying
about
using your platform
to
and
speak about me, because that's what he's
misguided, completely misguided. Did Salah play? We said that, Simbach. We did say, Mo Salah signing a new deal. Was he just doing as well as he could to get that security? And then I always think when you get the security, lads, I know he's already wealthy. Just that.
I think the drop-off started last season.
Well, again, he backed it up with goals and assists, didn't he?
But that was the issue. He was like playing with 10 men for like 89 minutes, and then he'd scored a goal. So it was like, yeah, okay, great, you've done well, you scored a goal, but he didn't contribute to the team for that 89 minutes that he was on the pitch for in a lot of the games. So the drop-off did start, and the alarm bells for me did ring last season, even though numbers-wise,
could Liverpool have not give Mo Salah a new deal?
I was on the fence over it. I was like, if he doesn't get a new deal, I'm not that bothered. It was like I was looking at other players who we could get instead of him, and I did mention Semenyo.
By the way, he is on fire.
I did mention Semenyo.
Castor Semenyo.
I did say.
It's not Castor Semenyo.
That's the cock and balls.
That's the fucking woman running with the testes.
Yeah.
Antoine Semenyo. Yeah, he was Bristol City, weren't he? I mean,
yeah, Everton passed on him before he went to Bournemouth.
Did he?
Who picks him up? Jan? No, next summer.
Next summer.
He's 28, isn't he?
Top 4 team.
Is he 28?
28, yeah.
No, about it. I think last summer was the chance to go.
I would love him at Liverpool.
I think he gets in Liverpool's side.
I would love him at Liverpool.
I don't know,
I think you've got to give him
he's a bit raw.
He's like Mane.
No, I like him.
He's a bit unorthodox, but he's got a hell of a fucking thunder bastard strike on him.
His finishing left foot, right foot is
I'm surprised Liverpool haven't signed him. He seems like a sign, especially with Diaz going. I mean, I seen Sturridge was saying that he felt Liverpool were missing Diaz, and then Diaz goes and scores after like 5 minutes of the game.
15 seconds or something.
15 seconds, was it? Well, I had Bayern, didn't I?
Someone just said that in the chat, but there's strong rumours that Elise, he's got a clause in his contract to come back to the Prem.
He's a great player.
He scored a good goal in the Champions League.
Elise to replace Salah. How old is Elise? Only young, isn't he?
Yeah, 24.
He's a some player, Elise. I'd love him at Liverpool.
Yeah, I don't know how credible the source is on that, don't I?
No, I don't know what the source, but I mean, if you talk about players who could replace Mo Salah...
How can you spend any more money? Why are you even talking about spending money?
Going to sell Salah for
£500 million.
Loads of money.
To Saudi.
100 million shekels.
Do you reckon that's where he ends up, Saudi?
Yeah, I reckon he goes
to
Saudi.
No doubt. He signed a 2-year contract, but he's going to go in the summer for some money.
I think he'll go in the summer.
Do you reckon he goes this summer, Saudi?
34 million quid. I reckon we'll get for him in the summer. I'll go to Saudi.
Yeah, I could see that. You just do well on your transfers out, but then who just take on that left wing slot?
And the right wing slot?
Jared Bowen?
Grealish?
Carney's the other side.
No.
Can't have Ndiaye.
To be fair, as I said again, I said this day to someone,
Minter from Brighton.
Frimpong, what's been Liverpool's problem this season is Salah and Gakpo both do the same thing. They like to cut in and on their stronger foot, and we haven't got the overlapping.
Crew won the game 2-1.
Frimpong was done well for us against Southampton, getting the byline and cutting it back in. We need someone who's both-footed, I think, on that right side. You can cut in. You don't know which way he's going to go.
Kvaratskhelia?
How have you spent that much money and got worse?
Because
yeah, it's mad.
It is mad.
You've got well worse as well, not just a little bit worse. You've got well worse.
Because we bought a Frimpong who isn't right back. He's a wing back. We bought Kerkez who still need to settle in. We've bought...
Polluted the well, haven't you? Decided to buy the game, you've polluted the well.
You were saying we're going to win the league at the start of the year.
How can you not? Like, you've already won the league and then you've signed Isaac, who's probably top 5 in the world striker.
Oof, I'd say top
5 in the world.
Oh, yeah, no, he's more than that.
What? He's top 5 in the world.
Name me 4 better.
You're saying
Haaland.
less?
Yeah.
Mbappe.
Is he classed him as a striker, are we? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
plays up front for the Madrid.
Beto.
Yeah.
Barry.
Haaland, Harry Kane.
Gyökeres.
I'd say Haaland, Mbappe, Harry. I'd say he's 4th.
Yeah.
Well, I said top 5 in the world.
I didn't even think of Harry Kane, to be fair. I thought 3.
Harry Kane, Haaland, Mbappe.
It's got to be Isaac after that. Take your blue glasses off.
Yeah, Isaac's in that mix, isn't he? Isaac's in that mix.
But you know, listen, people, I'm shocked how good XTK's been, to be fair. Come on again and just look.
He does. He should be starting.
Yeah. Look, well, he should be. What you pay for him, 70 mil. Yeah. Like it's it's only that you spent 130 on Vert and 150 on Isaac.
180 on Vert.
180 on Vert, was it? And 150 on Isaac. That he looks cheap, but macaroons they are.
Strawberry. Just have a strawberry macaroon.
I haven't had one of them. I do like them, but I can't eat any more sweets today.
So sexually chewy and
can't eat any more sweets today. Right, any questions in the chat before we wrap up? We're going to wrap up in the next 5 minutes. Everyone's saying here, Semenyo, top player. Lewandowski. I would agree with you on Lewandowski, top striker, but he just maybe gone...
Better than Isaac?
I think he was in the last couple of years. Who?
Julian Alvarez.
He's up there, you know.
He's good, but
He's up there. He's not better than Isaac, but he's up there.
I'd like to see him back in the Prem.
Kirkes has been awful so far, in my opinion.
He hasn't settled at all.
Doesn't look the same player.
He looks overweight.
He looks like he's got a real heavy shirt on him.
But again, as Isaac pissed off the football gods, you can't, once you're annoyed them, lad, look what happened to Fernando Torres when he went to Chelsea. You piss off the gods and the crystal skulls.
Isaac's not even fit yet.
On the Ouija board, lad, and the fucking zap you. Lad, Alexis Sanchez, when he goes to Man United for 500 grand a week, the gods slapped him because they went, no, we're not having this.
I'm not having this. Isaac isn't fit as well, like they're elite athletes.
He's not fit, he's fucking blowing.
He's blowing out of his ass.
Surely he's training...
No match fitness.
If you pay 150 gazillion for somebody, they have to be fit.
Yeah.
You only pay 150 for a superhuman.
He's training on his own. He's not, match fitness. Stop being a fucking...
You're not match fit. You can just watch him. After 60 minutes, he's out his hands and he's blowing out of his ass.
He's blowing. It's not good, like.
What was shocked me was Robbo coming on and blowing out of his ass. You see him with the goal.
Needs to be starting.
That was shocked me, that.
I think he's better than Kirkes, Robbo, at the minute, I do. I think Robinson is well better. I think Kirkes is... got to learn to play the Liverpool way, the Liverpool system. I think he'd benefit from backing Robbo up this season, certainly until January.
I agree.
But we bought Frimpong, who isn't a right back, he's a wing back, and he can't play in a 4-2-3-1.
I think he's brought him in to play right wing.
So again, do we have to start asking questions about Arne Slot and your famous recruitment thing? Because they were fucking...
I don't think Arne Slot...
They were the men a couple of weeks ago when you're getting the Isaac one over the line.
He hasn't much say in any of those recruitment slots, I don't think.
He's got no say in it?
Not no say, not much say.
So you don't think any of them players are his players?
I don't think he said go and get me him. No.
So he just sat there saying fucking absolutely nothing.
No. I think
polishing his head.
I think they've come to Slot and said, "What do you reckon on him? We can get in."
So I don't think any manager in world football is turning down Alexander Isak. If the sporting director or the head of recruitment comes and says, "Hey, we can sign him," you're going, "Yes, please."
I'm talking about Frimpong. I don't think Frimpong suits Slot.
All right. Well, Frimpong I can see. Kirkes, but I think...
Kirkes Slot would be like that.
I think Slot's got to have give final say to the transfers. I'm not saying the boy from Parma who's done his ACL, Leone, I think that might be a club taking a project, but I think when it comes to Ekatike...
No one's saying no to Bert Ekatike, Isaac. They're not saying
Arne Slot's come from Feyenoord, where he's been headhunted and he's won the league in his first season. And you're telling me Michael Edwards is going to just tell him what to do. I think Arne Slot has got far more of a say than that.
Don't think so. I think Frimpong just doesn't look like a slot player to me.
So we'll just put up here opinion on Robbie Savage. I reckon that I'm the only person in the world who likes him. He's just a tit, isn't he? Sav, like he's harmless, like an harmless tit. I seen he lost the top of the table clash to Rochdale the other day.
Yeah, I seen that.
But yeah, I mean, I don't dislike Savage. I mean, he's just fucking one of them, and he's just like a, you know what I mean? He's just a tool. Like a big fucking tit.
That lesbian, you're right, mate. 3 at the back, I'm having that one. 3 at
for
the
Liverpool?
Back. Yeah.
Do you reckon he'll flip to that?
I don't think he will, but that's the only way. I mean, Glasner was talking about...
Lad, you're getting a bit of heat here. Someone's calling you a sausage here.
Glasner was talking about fitting the system, fitting the system to the players rather than players to the system. And I think that's what Liverpool got to do this season.
Glasner's not stupid, is he? He's thinking, right, I'm going to fucking turn a screw on some of these fucking managers who are ideology driven, knowing that he's getting results at Crystal Palace playing 5-4-1, 3-4-3 when they get it, 5-4-1 without it. It's a dead simple system, but it takes a good coach to coach it well, and they obviously play it well. They'll be fucking devastated they never took anything out of that game. The big thing for Glasner is he knows, because of Palace's business, selling the best players every single window. He just about kept hold of Gay this one. He knows he needs to get out of there to fulfill his potential as a coach.
But isn't he a bit of a
So he's already talking the talk to get himself. He's getting the roast pork out there now to make sure the next big opportunity that comes, that Thomas Frank is taking advantage of, or Ruben Amorim's taking advantage of, the next one's going to come his way. It's either going to come his way or Pablo Iraola's. They're the next 2 big managers in the Big 6 sack a manager. They're the first port of call, I think, for the next 2 Big 6 clubs to sack a manager. Michael Glasner and Pablo Iraola.
Well, okay, let's see what happens this weekend, and we'll speak about it.
All right, well, we'll be back Friday for the full English.
Well, Friday night, that one, won't it? No.
Yeah, we'll be doing
Full
it
English
Friday night.
It's an international week, isn't it, this week?
Wales play...
England.
Friday.
No.
England, Wales,
Friday.
England, Wales.
No, but we're doing Monday, sorry.
I know, but we're doing Monday, so was the game.
England play another shit team Monday.
No, it's a good qualifier though. Monday,
yeah, it's a shit team though.
England play Monday?
Yeah, someone shit.
Someone said Wales play Belgium.
England play Wales in a friendly, and then England have got a qualifier against Lithuania. Is it?
Don't know, but we're back next
Absolutely
Monday anyway.
No idea.
I'm pretty sure it's
no
Lithuania.
idea, and I've got no
Wales versus Belgium World Cup qualifier next Monday, so there's a game.
All right, I'm sure England play Lithuania. Listen, thanks for joining us. Hope we've enjoyed it. Again,
Telegram.
Big shout out if you want to join our Telegram group. Make sure you become a member on the YouTube, like and subscribe so we can grow our community and the podcast, please. That'll help us loads. And as I say, if you want to be a paid up member, you're more than welcome. Get in the Telegram where it does.
We have a day-to-day.
It does go off day to day usually on the whole. Yeah, but listen, thanks for joining us. As I say, be careful out there. Make sure that you protect yourself at all times from those dangerous middle-aged white people amongst you.
Good night.